For a few days there, it didn't flush. Today, it flushed. I don't want to, get my hopes up that it's going to keep on flushing because it was still doing some kind of weird bubbling, gurgling noise. But we got a full-on flush this morning. So that's exciting news. Good morning to the freaks and to you. How are we doing?
Doing good. Now,
Good.
I notice you're not partaking in Big Orange Friday.
I am on my hat.
No. Last week, you made the rule. You told me it couldn't be my orange on my hoodie. It had to be it had to be an orange shirt.
No. That's for a home weekend.
No. It's for Big Orange Friday, not Big Orange Friday at home.
No,
it was Big Orange Friday.
No, Big Orange home Friday is different than Big Orange away Friday.
No. Because when I went to get ready this morning, I looked and I had grabbed something else and I said, nope, I better have the orange on. I better have my Big Orange on because Cody said Big Orange Friday. You got to wear orange.
No,
and then you show up. Hypocrite.
That's for home Fridays. That's Big Orange home Friday.
No.
Totally different. What do you wear?
Hypocrite.
You wear orange at home.
This is wrong. We're wearing orange on the road. We're wearing orange tomorrow.
But not typically.
Orange out. Ever heard of it?
Yeah, but not typically.
It goes, I do agree home games rank first, but SEC road games rank number 2.
Oh, you wear your
neutral
orange.
sites number 3, number 4. The home games like UAB. So I think I'd have been in my rights more so than ever last week of just wearing a little orange for UAB. But this is a big SEC road game.
You wear your orange when everyone's in town. You wear whatever you want when you're on the road.
Everyone sees through the hypocrisy. Everyone sees through the lies. Cody, not balled up.
There's no lies
on Big Orange Friday.
There's no lies. Everyone understands the rules.
Rules for thee, but not for me. It's the worst type of person.
Everyone understands the rules. It's orange for home games. When we're on the road, wear what you want.
We're wearing orange tomorrow, and you decided not to partake in Big Orange Friday.
We're wearing orange tomorrow, but that's a unique thing.
Which makes it even more important to be wearing orange on this Big Orange Road Friday.
No,
couldn't even be bothered to wear any orange on his shirt at all.
I hope our football team's taking this away game more seriously than Cody is.
I do too. I hope so too. Because if they're taking it at the level of seriousness I am, they're going to lose.
I know.
So
this guy couldn't be bothered to even wear orange.
Yeah,
on Big Orange Friday.
With us. It starts with us on Friday.
You're one to chime in over there, Sam, with your white shirt.
There's orange all over that.
My Tennessee sponsored inward half shirt with plenty of Tennessee stuff on it, and my USA hat for Team USA in the Ryder Cup.
Looks white.
I couldn't be more fired up this Friday. You're dressed in all black like a funeral.
Looks white to me.
That's a USA hat.
Well, red, white, and blue.
Okay, I was going to say, what the hell does the G mean?
No.
Is that a G or is that a 9?
Yeah, it's a G.
Okay, but it's not like America. It's just
Tim
red, white,
gave me
blue.
This hat. It's from some
distributor or something. Yeah. I mean, it looks good. It looks American. I just didn't know. It kind of looks like a flag on the front.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I tried to mix themes today, Ryder Cup and Big Orange Friday. I had to get it all in.
Speaking of, how about Captain America, Big Bryson?
That was an electric start, I will say. You won't find a bigger Bryson hater than me, but I was fired up on my Twitter.
Oh, he's coming around.
Watching that. Like, come on.
He's coming around. Sam's coming around on Bryson. That's what the Ryder Cup's good for, turning this guy into an undeniable superstar.
I'll hate him on Monday morning, but he's my guy for right now.
Not if he carries us to victory like he did in hole one, right? Just starting it off with a bird.
He did.
And did he try to drive the green too as well? He went over the trees but didn't make it to the green,
yeah,
right?
He was like 25, 30 yards short, kind of.
Yeah. Which, I mean, let Thomas put it. Kind of a bad approach by Thomas, honestly, to leave that much for birdie. But
good putt,
Big Bryson sunk it. How about that? Captain America. Bubba, what's up, dog?
What's up, big dog?
How you feeling?
Pretty confused.
Drunk.
What?
I saw you with that bottle before the show.
Yeah.
You a little buzzed over there?
Feeling more than buzzed. I am just vastly confused. I played a dangerous game this morning. I woke up to my 6 a.m. alarms. David Goggins was yelling mean things at me, and I looked at the clock, and I said, nah, I got time. I rolled back over, and then I rolled back over again. And the clock said 7:41. And I said, a couple explicitives.
So this morning when you said you were delayed, it wasn't because
this time it wasn't because of traffic. It was because of my own personal timing.
Well, I got to say that now makes me doubt every time you've said it's traffic.
Well, the previous times it has been traffic. I understand this is a bad look, but hey.
Yeah. Hey, there's a good excuse that you haven't used yet that you could probably pull out 2 or 3 times. It's called a train. So,
funny enough, sometimes that actually is the reason and not an excuse.
Yeah.
I have to cross like 2 pairs of train tracks to get here.
Well, there you go.
Or you could just write in and pretend to be sick. That would work too.
I can't do that.
That's a good one.
But
Classic.
I'm just Commander Chuck, man. He's on the list sometimes because, this morning I leave. The latest I've ever left my house, and this has been the easiest morning I've ever had trying to get here. No long, lengthy delays. Nobody who's making stupid decisions.
It's nice when that works out, right?
It was great. The universe is like, hey, I understand what's going on. Yeah. So
Big traffic god said, look, because I was going to say, you still made it here before the show started. Now, you did good, especially at time you got up at 7:41. That's crazy. Let's not do that again. But I understand that, things happen. It's no big deal. But shout out to the big universe. Shout out to big traffic god for getting you here.
Yeah. And then, but I also had some little delays this morning, so I was feeling like, either Beaker or the Swedish chef this morning of this technology. Sam was hearing me back here just with the technology here. But
what?
Yeah, never mind.
Drinking. I told you he's on the bottle again.
He says he woke up at 7:41. I think it means he came out of the bar at 7:41. All right, so what time did the Ryder Cup start? Did it just start at 7:30, 7 o'clock?
About 7:15.
Okay. That's an early start. I was surprised to see it started so early.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they play a morning wave and an afternoon
wave.
That's
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Can't play golf all day if you don't start in the morning.
That's right. I was going to say they don't have that many matches to get to. But I forgot they do the morning and afternoon session. Morning team, select shot or alternate shot, I guess.
Morning's alternate shot, and then the afternoon is best ball.
Teams?
Yeah.
They only do the solo on Sunday, right?
Yeah. Everyone plays on Sunday. Only 8 players per day play on Friday, Saturday.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll keep an eye on that. How many have started right now? 3, 4? Are they all out there?
Yeah, all 4 are out there now.
Okay. Let's go America. USA.
We're one up in one down in another, and then tied in the other 2.
Well, England doesn't even have a team, moron.
I'm pulling for England. Shut up.
They don't even have a team.
I'm pulling for England or whoever the other team is.
Why are you being such a hater today, Cody?
He's rooting against the Vols. He's rooting against America.
Yeah. Truth be told, I just I didn't have a clean orange shirt. I didn't have an orange shirt.
Could have just said that from the start.
Oh, that's no fun.
This shirt's dirty.
All right. Is it orange? I can't see you behind.
It has an orange race car on it.
Command Center.
Shows up to Big Orange Friday wearing Mississippi State colors. That's crazy.
Mississippi State colors.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm wearing.
They incorporate black a lot.
So do we.
Not a lot.
Where the hell's the maroon?
They wear black a lot.
There's no maroon.
Yeah, Sam.
Can you find the maroon?
Yeah, Sam said that. I kind of went with it.
That didn't even make any damn sense.
Well, Sam said it. I just kind of went with him.
Well, maybe you ought to double check next time. Maybe you ought to turn your fat head to the right and look.
I'll just stick with you not wearing orange on Big Orange Friday after crying about it last week.
You're so annoying.
The truth hurts. I'm here to hold a mirror up on your life. That's all I do.
Well, I don't ask for it.
You sure had an opinion last week about my Big Orange
shatter
attire.
Your mirror.
Sure,
you hold a mirror up to me, bud. You'll get a hammer right in that mirror because I'll shatter it.
That's bad luck.
A therapist would say
I'm a breaker of glass.
A therapist would say that's probably got some self-loathing issues there. If you'd break a mirror because
speaking of loathing,
yourself,
Sam,
you'd punch it.
Speaking of loathing,
break
I don't know what you're saying, but Sam just completed Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. A great movie.
Yeah, strange movie.
Very strange.
Did you guys watch it together or what?
No, he was telling me about Hunter S. Thompson the other day in the office. He goes, "Oh, you need to watch this movie," and I was like, "All right, I'll watch it."
There were some prerequisites to watching the movie, though,
and it's just it was. I didn't even understand what the plot of the movie was. As I got further and further, I was like, "Am I going to understand kind of what happens in this thing?" But it's just
nope.
There's not really much.
It's a ride with no plot, and then suddenly you see Gary Busey, and that's the beauty of it.
Yeah,
like any good movie. That's how every movie should be.
I watched maybe the worst movie I've ever seen. At least that I went to theaters to see.
Really?
Yeah, it was awful. I had very low expectations. I was just going to go see it. I don't bother looking up the ratings. I know it's going to be bad. Hell, the whole series has got bad ratings. But nostalgia for the first one, me liking scary movies, and quite frankly, just wanting to go eat some popcorn. I was like, you know what? Movie date. It was awful. It was so bad. It could not have been lazier. It could not have been worse. It's one of those things that like 40 minutes through, it was like, do we leave? And I was like, I kind of want to see how bad it gets. I was like, I kind of want to see if it can get
watching a train wreck kind of.
Well, it's kind of like I kind of want to see if it has any redeeming qualities at all. And my old lady's like, it's already bad. It can't get bad. It's already bad. I was like, yeah. I was like, but let's got to kind of ride it out and see what happens. And it never got better.
I feel like a bad movie in theaters is one of the worst experiences out there.
If it was actually not crowded by any means, but there's about 14 other people in there. And I did wonder how many of them actually paid for tickets because, I just pay for the pass. So I go unlimited. It doesn't affect me. But if I'd paid $20 or $40 to see that movie, I would have been raising hell. It was so bad. The Strangers, Chapter 2. Bubba, in case you were wondering.
I was wondering the
Yeah,
whole
I
time.
could see that look in your eye. It was awful. So bad. So bad.
Does it involve strangers?
Have you ever seen the horror movie, the horror franchise, The Strangers?
I'm unfamiliar with this.
Well, one came out in maybe 2006 with Liv Tyler, aka Steven Tyler's daughter from Aerosmith, the girl from Armageddon and the Lord of the Rings and all that. And that one doesn't have great ratings, but I think that one's very scary. It's a good home invasion movie. It terrified me. Then they released a sequel 7 or 8 years later, and it kind of stunk. They're in a trailer park. But then they started a reboot. And I thought this was stupid the whole time to reboot this. But also, to tell everybody from the get-go, it's a 3-part movie. It's a 3-part trilogy, which in my head, I'm like, why the hell do we need a 3-part trilogy? But again, sometimes I just want to go eat popcorn, Bubba. So I went to see the first one last year, and it was bad. I mean, it wasn't good by any means, but it wasn't, god-awful. At least had some redeeming qualities. So then part 2 snuck up on me, came out. I was like, you know what? Ain't been to the movies this month. Let's go see it. Awful. And then the bad part is there's a part 3. So there's no resolution actually coming. So whenever it gets to a part, it's to be continued. I'm like, not. I said I won't be there to see part 3, but I probably will be just to see how the hell they land this broken down plane that's got fire coming out of it. So bad though. So bad. It's got one of the more inexplicable scenes in a movie I've ever seen, much less a horror movie that had nothing to do with anything that's been established in the plot or the theme of this. Do you want to hear what it is? I don't know if this is a spoiler. If it is a spoiler, I'm saving you some money. But so the first movie, they kill this girl and her boyfriend. They think they do. They don't. She survives. She's in the hospital. They come back to the hospital to finish the job. Spoiler alerts. They're like, hey, we got to come kill this girl in the hospital. The opening part of the movie is a damn 20-minute hospital chase scene where they're not going to get her. The movie just started, and I don't know if you heard me, Bubba, but I already told you there's a part 3, so you definitely know she's not dying 20 minutes into part 2. Long drawn out. So bad, but that's not it. Later on, she escapes out of the hospital. She's in the woods because they're in Washington or Oregon. I don't know, same thing. So then they show the guy that's wearing a bag on his head, the stranger. He's walking into his barn, and he's got a leash he's taken off. And you're thinking, okay, is he about to unleash some hounds on her? Because can hogs? It's a wild hog. A wild hog busts through this car she's sleeping in, and she just gets attacked by this wild hog out in the ground. It's biting her. It's laying on top of her. It's sniffing her. And I'm like, why the hell is it? Can you train a wild hog to hunt people? Because that's what the implication that this guy has done. But the hog's biting her leg. She's camping. And I was just like, what the hell is happening here? You got to see it to believe it, Bubba.
What state is this taking place in?
Did you not hear me? I said Washington or Oregon. I don't know which one. I think if I was guessing, I would say Washington because they referenced Seattle. So I assume that means they were in Washington.
A lot of hogs up there in Seattle. Huh?
Well, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, are there even wild hogs out here in this thing? Anyways, Sam sent us to break. Keep us updated on the Ryder Cup. It's Big Orange Friday, despite what Cody says. And we're going to talk some Vols coming up next. Stick with us.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
Ready to launch your career?
Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold wave filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Yeehaw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues. Every bet type you can imagine. Live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today. Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Inward Half is committed to the game and the memorable moments that happen in between. From the tee box to the tailgate, from the green to the big game. For the first birdie with Dad, the first big win with Mom. Friday night lights, Saturday superstitions, Sunday traditions. Fall into the comfort and unparalleled performance of Inward Half. This fall, enjoy the walk-in.
The Vols are headed to Starkville, and the drive is headed back to the Casual Pint North Shore. Join Fan Run Radio for another Football Friday live broadcast of the drive at the Casual Pint North Shore this Friday from 3 to 6. We'll have cold drinks, hot eats, and the best sports convo around as we get ready for the Vols in Mississippi State. It's the drive, live this Friday at the Casual Pint North Shore, 2045 Thunderhead Road in the Blue Building next to Soccer Taco.
Yeah, you got me throwing blue strips. Bed in a strip club, throwing ones at your and I know.
Morikawa missed the birdie on 2. Yeah, welcome to being a Morikawa fan.
Keegan would have made that putt.
He's single-handedly ruined my interest in golf, rooting for Morikawa and being disappointed every weekend. So glad America's getting that experience. Colin missing birdie putts, a.k.a. me betting on golf all summer. No T-Full, freaky T-Full in the chat. Washington and Oregon aren't the only places with woods, but I know it's the Pacific Northwest, buddy. I know other places have woods.
They're known for them.
I just know it's the Pacific Northwest, and like I said, they were talking about Seattle.
I've never been to the Pacific Northwest. I've only been as far north as San Francisco. But I've always heard it's beautiful up there.
I flew into Tacoma and then drove up there.
I want to go to the game at Washington in like 2030.
Yeah.
Two of the best on water football stadiums in the country.
That's what they say.
Go sailgating.
Yeah.
I would imagine a lot of people try to make that trek up there.
At least we don't cancel that game.
Yeah, at least planning to. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, like I feel like the idea of all these future scheduled games, all of them are up in the air. Especially, you know, with their move to the Big Ten, the Big Ten saying, hey, you don't actually have to play any power teams in the non-conference.
Boston College is about to be making a lot of under-the-table money when these big ADs, these big-time schools, call them every year to play. That's what they're going to do. They're just going to start now that we have to schedule one Power 4. I mean, everybody's just going to look for the weakest of the bunch, you know.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Boston College, Virginia, whoever else. Arizona, probably one of them. Low Big 12 teams.
Tennessee getting set to head down to Starkville to take on Mississippi State. Cody, you've been pretty dismissive of Mississippi State all weekend. Do you still feel that way? Dismissive all week. No orange on Big Orange Friday. You said that you hope the boys are taking it more seriously than you are.
Well, what I mean by that is that, you know, they're playing the game.
Yeah.
And
they have to wear Big Orange.
Well, no, just that they have to be serious about it. You know, it doesn't really matter what I do one way or the other in terms of how the team
is
going to perform, you know. So by taking it seriously, you know, I'll probably be drinking beer before the game. I doubt they'll be doing that. At least I hope not.
Bubba, go ahead and put on the schedule. Tuesday, we might be shorthanded. Go ahead and jot it down. Be prepared mentally.
Ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
We'll be at Barley's tomorrow for the Mississippi State game. At least I will be, as well as some of my friends. If you want to come watch the game, take it in, eat some pizza, good college football Saturday. I guess I shouldn't have said you've been taking it lightly because you were giving them respect earlier in the week.
Yeah, I've said all week, actually, I'm worried about their passing attack. It's not that they have some elite passing attack. It's just that they run a style similar to us where they like to move with tempo and they like to hit you down the field if they can. Every team likes to do that. You know, it's just that the thing that worries me is simply what I've seen from us so far this year in the passing game, in the secondary and the linebackers covering the middle, and that's my worry. I don't think anything else about the game truly worries me, other than just the intangible fact of, you know, Heupel on the road. I mean, I'm curious to see how Joey plays, but I think he's going to play well. Like, I would be surprised if he's just totally rattled by a road game. Maybe he's a little more reckless with the ball. I don't know. I think it's a game, obviously, that we should win. I think we're the better team. And maybe we've you know, kind of crowned Mississippi State a little too early just because they beat Arizona State at home. You know, how great of a win is that? I mean, it's a quality win. But you could say that we performed better against Georgia in a loss than Mississippi State did, beating an Arizona State. I mean, I think we would have probably beaten Arizona State and Neyland too, you know.
VolQuest laid out a stat this morning when I was reading the War Room. They laid out a stat that would give people a cause for concern.
Is it the red zone thing?
No, we've been talking about the red zone thing. Sam's been all over that. No, this is Tennessee averages 8.5 penalties per game on the road. In 18 true road games under Heupel, the Vols have had double-digit penalties 7 times. They've only had fewer than 6 penalties twice under Josh Heupel.
Yeah, that's a concern. I mean, that's been a concern. That's just part of the Heupel tenure.
I remember listening to Brooks Austin's breakdown after the Georgia-Tennessee game, and he talked about, you know, Georgia had no procedural penalties in that environment, and talking about how it seems like when you go on the road, Kirby Smart always kind of simplifies that game plan, and there's not as much pre-snap motion and movement on the line and stuff like that, just stuff that can kind of get you out of your rhythm. And he just says that he kind of simplifies the game plan. I'm very interested to kind of see how a Tennessee offense that has thrown more wrinkles into their playbook this season kind of tries to combat that, or if they even do try to combat that, if they just kind of go at it like they have all year long.
That was so impressive, you know, Georgia coming in and not having any procedural penalties. I think in the second half, didn't they only have one holding penalty that we declined? Like, I don't even know if they had any other penalties besides that. Like, it was really impressive. And I think that's a part of the championship culture, championship mentality, Kirby Smart being a mother, you know what, like having his guys ready to go.
That's one of those old coaching cliches, don't beat yourself. I mean, it's fundamental of the game.
And yeah, I mean, they took it seriously, and they benefited from it. They made plays, in the fourth quarter and overtime to win. We know the story about Georgia, but just the taking care of business, the paying attention to details, that is something that has kind of escaped Josh Heupel on the road. Everyone talks about 2023 Florida and like Joe Milton's moon ball that gets intercepted and Kamal Hadden escorting their running back to the end zone on that long run. Like, those two things stand out. But for me, I think my lasting impression of Gainesville is just how many penalties and untimely penalties it felt like we had.
Yeah, I mean, that's been the story of Heupel, though. I mean, when have we not gone on the road and committed penalties?
Well, only 2 times that we even had fewer than 6. So, I think back we were down 2 scores and we had a big play on like a receiver pass, a short little like screen type of pass that they call us for a personal foul because we were coming back blocking. We got one of those, and like Joe Milton nonstop couldn't get guys lined up. We'd have false starts. We'd have to waste timeouts. We couldn't do anything short yardage. It was just a complete disaster.
I also want to say that I'm pretty sure Mississippi State's the second most penalized team in the country. So, it's not like they're going to be, at least you'd think, just the most disciplined kind of pin-up group there too.
They've been flagged 41 times in 4 games. I don't know if that ranks second or not, Sam, but they've been flagged 41 times. That's a lot. It's obviously 10 a game. So when I tell you Tennessee averages 7 a game on the road, or I guess 8.5, I said on the road, like that's what Mississippi State's been doing like at home. So I mean, yeah, like that. Maybe Jeff Lebby is a Heupel disciple. Maybe he does just kind of model his program after Josh. But
that rhymed.
Tennessee, when they get messed up with their rhythm, a lot of times part of that will be because of penalties. And penalties, of course, keep you from going fast, keep you out of rhythm. And then, of course, we know, keep you moving backwards and behind the chains. So something important to watch, especially, if David Sanders is going to make his first starts. All signs point to him at least making the trip as a part of the 70-man roster and dressing out and being on the sideline, being available for the game.
Austin Price used the word available yesterday when he was talking about David Sanders. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean he's going to play, but it feels closer than it has.
Well, how does that make you feel?
Do you want to see? Yeah.
What'd you ask, Sam? Go ahead.
How much of him do you want to see?
I want to see him start.
Okay.
Like, personally. Like, if you're healthy enough to play and he's healthy enough to get cleared and they're taking him and they're doing it before the bye week, like, I'm fine with him starting. I've been team get your five best guys out there regardless. Now, on the road does make it a little bit more tricky, a little bit trickier than Georgia. But, of course, their defensive line not going to be as good as Georgia's defensive line. I just don't necessarily see the benefit of, working him in. Now, if you tell me you're taking him down there as an emergency, if somebody gets hurt, okay. But even then, I think we'd have less confidence in him coming in the middle of the game if someone gets hurt and then having to take and jumble your offensive line to accommodate. Because to my understanding, David Sanders ain't come here to play like left guard or right guard or center in case somebody gets hurt, right? It's pretty much like, hey, you're here to play tackle, and right now it seems like you're here to play right tackle.
It's a tough situation that he finds himself in because, these tackles have played so well, and Tennessee's offensive line has played so well as a unit to this point that it's a complicated deal because, yeah, on one hand, obviously, you want to have a guy with that kind of talent out on the field, but you're going to have to do some reshuffling if you're going to work him in.
The reshuffling is the part that makes me just a little bit cautious. Like, I have confidence in your 5-star going out there and being a guy, but moving, Mo, who's been playing at right guard, back over to the left, and then Perry, who's been playing tackle, over to right. Like, I have confidence in David Sanders being able to go out there and hold their own, but kind of what Cody's talking about, just continuity on an offensive line is always so important, and playing next to guys that you've played with for a few weeks. Like, I just wonder if shuffling that on the road is like the best idea.
Do we think that, and I know you guys aren't necessarily going to have the answer here, but like, do we think that the 4 games they've played in their current position would outweigh all of camp? Because it's about an equal time, right? A month and a month. Like, I mean, do we think
counter?
Do we think that like the whole, and I know they probably moved around some, during practice as well, of course, and tried new things, but like, I've maintained that like they were the starting 5 in those positions for a reason. And I would think that they all kind of have familiarity with the setup that's supposed to be. It's not like you're moving Sanders in, Sam, and somebody from the preseason's hurt, and that's going to mess up the cogs. Like, it should be the original starting 5, right? The original plan.
Yeah, I think they could move back to that and be okay. My concern wouldn't be the shuffling as much. I think the playing the guard position is playing the guard position either way for Mo. I don't think that would be too big of a deal. And Perry's got enough experience there at guard. I think he'd be fine. I wouldn't worry as much about that as I would just Sanders coming in, out of the blue on an SEC road game. I mean, but you're going to say that every week at this point. But the fact that he couldn't play against UAB, if you're going to work him in, you're going to have to work him in a tough game at this point.
Yeah, so, I mean, I know that home against Arkansas coming out of a bye is probably better than on the road at Mississippi State, but also I see the benefit of getting him some reps, even if it's not as a starter. If you can get some reps to have something to build off of for the next 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, I'd like to see him out there. I don't care, particularly whether he starts or just comes in at some point, but you do need to get him out there. You need to get him on the field.
You don't usually want to sub your offensive line, though, right? I mean,
it's not something you really want to do.
Kind of the expectation that all 5 guys play as many snaps as possible.
The expectation would be that if he's going to play, he would be starting.
Yeah,
I would say.
Or I mean, I guess you could put him in on like a field goal unit or something, but like,
yeah,
but that's not real. That's not anything you really look at. So. All of that to say, I'm in the camp of starting him if he's available to go. I think it's a better starting point to start him than it would be to try to find somewhere to work him in.
Yeah, and it may take him a drive or two to figure things out, but at some point you got to do that with him if you want him on the field, which I think everybody wants him on the field. So there might be a little bit of growing pains early on, a few hiccups and whatnot, but. You got to play him if you want to see him on the field. You got to just go ahead and put him out there.
Speed of the game, the biggest concern for him.
Speed of the game and just being on the road as an 18-year-old in an environment like that. I mean, I could see a false start penalty. I mean, the jitters, the nerves might get to him early, but that's the kind of thing you could settle into.
Jackson Moy expected to be out there. We'll see if he starts. We'll see how many snaps he plays. He's still dealing with just a pain tolerance issue of how much it hurts to get knocked around. How much can he go out there and play? I assume that he'll be out there situationally because you rotate the defensive line regardless. Defensive line we know is not like the offensive line. Offensive line, you want all 5 guys out there, as many snaps as possible. We know at Tennessee, especially, Coach Gardner likes to rotate as many guys as possible. So, I think they'd be selective with Moy. I think they'd limit his snaps. But having him be available would be nice.
Yeah, defensive line, you can rotate that however you want.
David Hobbs will not be back by all accounts.
But maybe for Arkansas.
Maybe for Arkansas. I will say it did feel like VolQuest pushed a little bit back on the idea that that McCoy was playing for Arkansas, which was kind of reported by Pete Nakos.
Source off
to an extent. It wasn't like hey, he's definitely not playing. It was just kind of a like, he's going to try.
Well, the way On3 put it was that Arkansas was the target date.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a, I don't want to call it a cop out, but like, because I think anywhere on the schedule would make sense, right, to come in after the bye week. I think that should have been maybe the realistic target date the entire off season. Hey, 10 months. Hey, off week. Make it to October. Let's ride then. Georgia, unrealistic. Mississippi State, unrealistic. Give them the extra 2 weeks. But like they said, he hadn't been through like the team portion of practice. They said he hasn't had any contact since the Ohio State game. So still feels like a uphill battle to have him ready for Arkansas. I understand cornerbacks don't necessarily have to have the contact, don't necessarily have to go out there and hit, but you do want some team drills. You do want some, some live action, some real as fast as you can go type of thing before I throw you out in a football game. No?
Yeah.
Especially against an offense like Arkansas.
Yeah, but I feel like you could get that done in a week of practice.
Okay.
I mean, if a guy's a football player, he's a football player. It is kind of how I look at it. But I don't know what their what their process is for that over there.
Well, does that just change by age then? Because that wasn't really what you said about David Sanders.
What did I
in
say?
terms of just like, if you could get ready and practice, because I mean Sanders has been practicing this week, so I mean like in terms of getting up to speed, and we worried about the speed of the game for him at Mississippi
that's
State.
The difference in age. I mean, he's a true freshman, whereas McCoy's played an entire season of SEC ball.
Right.
I mean, yeah, I would look at those two things differently.
Okay. So practice to like knock the rust off versus to bring you into the SEC.
Yeah, the first time you've ever played a college football game, I feel like is a different scenario.
I don't know what it's like to come back from a big injury. During your varsity days, did you have to ever really come back from anything?
Oh yeah. Yeah, my junior year, we were playing a team called Wynn. That's where D'Angelo Williams went to school. And I had a brutal rolled ankle. It was prom night too, or homecoming, not prom. Prom's in the spring. It was homecoming night, and I had to go out with this girl that night, and I could barely walk. I had rolled my ankle during the game. I could barely walk, putting so much weight down on this ankle. And what I should have done is set out homecoming. I should have not gone to the dance, but, I was trying to get, have a little fun. And I think putting all that weight on the ankle all night really made it worse. So I missed 2 games because of that. And I came back in week 10 and, hobbled. I came back injured, but I was still ready to play. Not at my best, not 100%, but I played. But for a while there, I was on crutches. Couldn't walk at all for a few days. It's tough when a big guy rolls an ankle. It's not as when a little guy has a sprained ankle. It's a lot easier to recover.
Well, especially if they want to go shake their ass on the dance floor.
Well, that's true. That's another element.
If you'd have medicated and ice it up and taken care of yourself from the get-go, you might only miss 1 game.
Yeah, that's what I should have done.
Did you kiss on her?
Oh, yeah. You bet.
No, we didn't.
I did, too.
Send us a break, Sam. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
With over 60 years of experience in the industry, Merritt Garage Doors has a wealth of expertise in commercial overhead doors in the East Tennessee area. Merritt offers a wide range of door styles like sectionals, rolling steel, high-speed, and sheet doors. They also supply and install a wide range of dock equipment. If your business is in need of overhead doors, no matter the type, look no further than Merritt Garage Door, Knoxville's best and most trusted overhead door company. Contact them anytime for a free estimate at 865-933-5319 or online at merrittgaragedoor.com.
Are you tired of spending hours on laundry and ironing? Let Crown Cleaners handle your dry cleaning so you can handle your business. Our expert team can take care of your clothes, removing stains and wrinkles like they were never there. Whether it's your best suit or everyday attire, we handle it all at Crown Cleaners. Say goodbye to laundry stress and hello to extra free time. Crown Cleaners, Big Orange Country's imperial dry cleaning service since the 1960s. Online at crowncleaners.com.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronaknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you, even if pills have failed. Our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronaknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Betty drove the semi. She pulled up to
Sam, I hear you screaming over there.
Yeah, we're getting our teeth
bad for
kicked in.
America.
We suck. We suck right now. Can't make a putt, save our life. 3 down in 2 matches right now. JT just missed like a 5-footer.
We're 3 down?
3 down in 2 matches right now.
How many holes have they played? Like 5?
5. 4 holes in a couple of those matches.
Oh, no, we're cooked.
Yeah, we can't make a putt, and they're playing their ass off right now.
I don't know if it's hyperbole. I only watched it once. But the scramble shot out of the tall grass, the recovery shot that Rom had might be one of the best golf shots I've ever seen.
Unbelievable. That's just like a tip the cap.
I mean,
Nothing you can do
the
about
grass, it looks so thick.
Yeah.
He was in the rough, and the next thing I know, he hits it out, and it's 12 feet from the hole.
So hard to pull off.
It looks like one of the best golf shots I've ever seen. They said Hatton missed the putt, though, right?
Yeah.
Well. Are they up too? Are they beating DeChambeau and Thomas?
JT just missed like a 5-footer for par to tie the hole, so they're tied now. We were 1 up in that match, but it's tied through 7.
God. Well, Cody, looks like you picked the right side.
Oh yeah.
Hope you're happy.
I am
rooting against America and the Stars and Stripes. You damn traitor.
I mean, it'd be one thing if it was like,
a sport that matters, a sport that's real. Football or basketball, those are the only real sports.
I was going to say war. I don't think we'd be playing them in football because, they don't really field teams over there, not like at a competitive level. So,
can't really field a competitive team in war either. Am I right?
Well, it depends on the war. I mean, where are we? Who you said it's not England? I thought it was England.
It's Europe.
It's Europe. Yeah.
It's all of Europe.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's cute. I mean, so they need a whole continent to try to go up against us?
Pretty much.
Well, I mean, what does that tell you?
There's another one there's another one next year that's called the President's Cup, where it's Team USA versus like Asia and like Australia and New Zealand and all those. So yeah, it's just the world versus the USA basically.
Yeah. So they get to their pick of every golfer in Europe, and we have to stick to just Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Can we use Mexicans and Canadians?
What would happen? Like, would do they just don't get to play?
They play on the President's Cup team.
Are there Mexicans golfers
and Canadians?
But the President's Cup, we don't really care about it, though, right?
Yeah, we like dominate that for the most part.
Yeah.
So it's not as
so the President's Cup is America versus just like Canadians,
everyone else outside of Europe, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, but
yeah,
we're able to pretty much.
I don't think I've ever heard of a Mexican golfer. Sergio Garcia?
No,
is he?
Spanish.
No, he's Spanish.
Oh,
He played.
well.
He usually played on Team Europe, but
Abraham Answer, I think he's a Mexican golfer.
Yeah, I remember him. Okay, well, keep me up to date. It seems as if the boys left their flat sticks at home.
Yeah, we're struggling right now.
Does it make you sad?
It does.
You seem
it's a big
depressed.
event. It's one of my favorite things of the year in sports, honestly, when it happens.
Really?
Yeah, every time I look up, Sam's just got his head glued in his phone. I know he's trying to stay focused, but the poor guy loves it.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll come around. That's all you can hope for.
Bubba, do you care about the Ryder Cup?
To an extent. Over the years, my interest in golf has increased, so I like to pay attention to kind of these big events and get more familiar with, what's going on in the world.
What's going on in the world? It's just a simple no of whether or not you cared about the damn Ryder Cup. It was a simple question.
I'm tuning into it. Not as diehard as Sam.
Are you rooting for America or Europe?
USA.
Kind of took you for rooting for Europe, to be honest, Bubba. No
Why would I
offense.
do that, John?
I don't know.
I'm an American boy.
I gotta be honest. Whenever I look at you, now don't take this the wrong way. It's not an insult. I promise.
Hey, Bubba, it's going to be an insult.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. I promise it's not. Or at least in my head, I don't mean it to be.
It's going to sound like one.
When I look at you behind the spaceship, behind those computers, from the nose up, you look a lot like Austin Powers.
Cheeky, baby.
Groovy. Not cheeky. Groovy.
Well, there we go, John.
Groovy.
I think that settles that point right there.
But you look like Austin Powers from the nose up. Cody, what can you see? Do you see it at all?
I never picture Austin Powers in a hat.
Well, yeah, the hat. I'm talking about just like the nose and the eyes. So, you're giving Brit to me just because, Austin Powers is British.
The eyes, yeah. I mean, I think it's just that his glasses kind of look like Austin Powers.
Austin Powers was with Beyonce, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah, no, it wasn't an insult. Austin Powers, I mean.
Do I make you Randy?
Veronica Corningstone. Is it Corningstone?
That's Anchorman.
Yeah. Vic, what was her name in Austin Powers?
And Goldmember?
No, that was Beyonce. I'm talking about, she was Foxy Cleopatra in Goldmember.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Veronica Kensington.
Yeah.
Kensington, not Corningstone.
The spy who shagged me.
Veronica Kensington, she was a babe.
She was super hot.
He always had good girls with him, Bubba. So it was no flame. You just look like Austin Powers, which makes me think of Europe and Britain and made me think that you'd be rooting against the boys. Plus, you're a little bit of a hipster.
I haven't watched Austin Powers in so long.
And I can see you eating a lot of like beans. Do you like beans? You seem like you like beans.
What's wrong with liking beans?
Nothing. It just gives Brit.
So, I mean, you're kind of right in that aspect. I can tell you recently I've discovered one of my favorite snacks is they're like, I don't know if it's like called Harvest or something.
Okay.
But they're like these bean snacks. There's also some made from red lentils as well.
See? This guy's eating beans.
Bean snacks?
What are your thoughts on Oasis?
What is a bean snack?
Kind of a banger.
Yeah, I was going to say, I figured you liked Oasis. So, like, I feel like you rooting for Europe isn't out of the realm of possibility.
I can't do that, John.
I don't see your red, white, and blue.
Can you explain the bean snacks? Is it like a package? Is it dried beans? Is it?
Yeah,
what
it's like they're like dried out, I guess, whatever. Also mixed with like rice to make these like crisp strips or like puff strips or something like that.
Really? It's like in a package?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a potato chip, but
protein.
Not a chip. I mean, yeah, there's a lot more protein in them. Their
All
seasonings are pretty good.
You ever think about just eating a can of beans?
No.
I used to eat beans out of a can. My granddad, we'd have it for lunch, pork and beans. You never?
I'm anti beanie weenies.
Well, these weren't beanie weenies. They were just pork and beans. I mean, similar to beanie weenies.
I used to love beanie weenies.
Just eat them right out of a can. Granddad thought they tasted better out of a can.
I do like mixing beans with the rice, though.
Yeah, it's very Spanish of you.
Austin writes in on the chat, Adam Sparks on the drive yesterday said that Heupel is better on the road in the SEC than any other program other than Alabama and Georgia since he has been here, which that's fine. I think the road woes are a little overrated too, personally. But I feel like there's got to be some fun with numbers there on saying that he's the best on the road in the SEC other than Alabama and Georgia. Like on one hand, yes, I do acknowledge that it's very tough for everybody to win on the road. It is. But I'd also like to see how many of Heupel's wins came against Vanderbilt and Kentucky.
Yeah, you play them every year on the road, one of them.
Yeah.
So,
like, you get that.
I mean, that's 4 wins right there.
2021, you had a really bad South Carolina team, a pretty bad Missouri team. I got to say, with all due respect to Adam Sparks, that feels a little bit like fun with numbers.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't beat a rival on the road.
No, we ain't. We ain't never beat no rivals on the road.
Am I missing any other big road wins besides Oklahoma and LSU? Am I missing any other ones?
I don't think so.
Bubba, Sam, anything stand out to you besides LSU and Oklahoma? Like last year, you didn't win anything on the road other than Oklahoma.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, it's been Kentucky and Vandy, right?
You lost at Arkansas.
Pittsburgh.
You lost at Georgia.
I mean, it's not an SEC team.
Yeah, I don't know if Pittsburgh's getting to count. It probably is for this exercise. So you can throw Pittsburgh in there. I'll allow that. You lost it in 2023. You lost at Florida. You lost at Bama. You lost at Missouri. You beat Kentucky. 2022, you beat Pittsburgh. You beat LSU. You lost to Georgia. You lost to South Carolina. You beat Vandy. 2021, you lost to Florida. You lost to Alabama. You beat Kentucky. You beat Missouri. So, again, like with all due respect to Adam Sparks, you're not going to come on and at least on my watch, maybe Russell and Bob let it happen. You're not going to actually the road narrative just because of Oklahoma and LSU. Now, those are 2 good wins.
At the same time, to just kind of play the other side of it here, Georgia has been 2 of those.
Sure. And
Alabama has been 2 of those.
Sure.
So you've had to play, like, your road losses have been mostly to tough teams.
I mean, Missouri and Arkansas and Florida in 2023.
That wasn't good. Missouri and Florida in 2023 were not good losses, but that Missouri team was, they're better than you in 2023.
You were favored going into the game.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, not by many. It was like a -1.
It sure seemed like they were better than us.
To me, it didn't in the first half. To me, I remember just coming out of that first half being really frustrated that we couldn't capitalize. That we had
that was an awful game.
We had that Jalen Wright fumble before halftime. They scored a big long run. Like, it just felt like we blew opportunities. And then they blow you out in the second half. I know we write that off as them being better than us, but that wasn't the narrative going into the game.
I just didn't think that 23 team really had it. I mean, that was such a, like, at one point in the year, you remember we were 5-1 or 6-1 or whatever. It's like, we get a pretty good record. I mean,
went down to Alabama and looked really good for a half.
We did for a half. We did.
And in the second half, I mean, I remember coming out of that game that the narrative was not so much that Tennessee fell apart. It was that the refs kind of screwed you, and that if you didn't call that fair catch and have to start on the 1-yard line to start your drive, and if they had called the holding out of half, that like Tennessee would have been okay. Now, of course, that's loser talk, and you lost by 14.
I think if you throw 23 out in terms of being like not as good of a team as 22 and 24, then really it's just South Carolina and Arkansas you can point to. And I would say, 22, maybe South Carolina cheated their way to 63 points. They had your signals. And
what good would them
year,
having our defensive signals do for them?
I don't know. It's just something people say.
Well, I don't know, but what good would them having our defensive signals do? Like, is that not so fast when you go with pace and everything? Is that?
I think we're just looking for something to explain that night. It just
like if they had our offensive signals and they knew what defense to run. Like I don't know. Is that not?
I don't know what the hell happened there.
I guess having
I'll never know.
Signals. I mean,
I'll never know, and I'll probably never come to terms with it, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd like to go back. Actually, I wouldn't like to go back and watch the game, but like see how much stuff they're doing at the line on offense to fix, and how many audibles. Because 63 points and what was it? 6 touchdowns and 430 yards for Spencer Rattler. Did hurt, but I remember in the highlights, a lot of it was just their wide receivers beating the hell out of our defensive backs down the field.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get to throw 23 out and 21 just because it's Florida and Alabama, then okay. Like, then all of a sudden you remove 4 losses from the road schedule, and you can say, hey, yeah, not so bad.
Well, then you have the big question mark at South Carolina, and then you have Arkansas.
All right. On the flip side, what if we throw out the 2022 LSU game because they fumbled the opening kickoff and it was started at 11 a.m.?
Well, I don't want to throw that one out.
But what if we do? How's the narrative change then?
Well, that doesn't fit my narrative.
Okay.
I don't want to throw that one out.
Just checking. Hour 1 of the books. We'll continue the conversation on the other side. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
The flagship station for Tennessee football. Fans. Fan Run Radio.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit MatlockTireService.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Dick's House of Sport at West Town Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, hit tracks batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half. Simple luxury for on and off the course.
Today, we raise a glass of Jameson Irish whiskey to the sport of football. Hear, hear!
To Gaelic football, born in Ireland in 1885 in its thrilling blend of soccer, rugby and basketball. On a massive field, 15 players kick or hand pass a round ball to score points over a bar or into a net. No pads, no helmet, no sense.
Hear, hear!
To college football, which kicked off in 1869 when Rutgers beat Princeton 6-4 in the Battle of New Jersey. With 11 players and helmets and pads, teams battle on a 100-yard gridiron with explosive pass plays and hard-hitting tackles. Unless you're called for targeting.
Hear, hear! Since 1780, Jameson Irish whiskey has been enjoyed by sports fans all around the globe. Whether your football is Gaelic, American, or even soccer, we can all agree on super smooth Jameson Irish whiskey. Hear, hear!
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332941.
Does technology make us more alone?
You're listening to Talk Sports.
Yes, it does. Those lonely nights alternating between Bumble and Tinder, and you just keep swiping. You know the feeling? You guys know what I'm talking about. You just keep swiping, right? You do it on Tinder for about 20 minutes. Occasionally, okay, there's a fat girl. I don't know. And you just can't hit.
Airing every day
from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
And it does make you contemplate life as you sit there and you say, well, this is depressing. I'll go check Twitter. And it's just all hatred on there. Go to Facebook. Well, my grandma had liposuction. That's nice. Yeah, check out this. You go to Instagram, you see all the babes there. Think, man, wouldn't I love to live that life? You think about what it would be like if one of those Instagram models just accidentally swiped right on you for once. Go to Snapchat. Oh, got a new one. New notification. That's from Team Snapchat. Damn it. And happy Easter to you, too.
On 1340 WKGN.
So, yeah, if you ask me if technology makes people lonely these days, sometimes the only interaction you get is Uber or Uber Eats. At least you get some human interaction that way.
Just take the point. I don't want it. Just Cody wins.
Hour number 2, kicking off in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Drink the lights. Refreshing White Claw Hard Seltzer. Drink it responsibly. Shout out to our freaks over on YouTube. And shout out to all the boys and girls over at Cherokee Distributing that help make this thing run. We appreciate the partnership with White Claw. What are you huffing and puffing about? What the hell's wrong with you?
Our commercials, I screwed all our commercials up. It was my fault.
Oh, what happened?
Well, the reason we didn't have any traffic updates or the Braves update last hour. And
you were doing the 7 o'clock hour, not the 8 o'clock hour?
No, I was on Thursday instead of Friday. That system, you got to pay attention to where you're at.
Yeah, because it's got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you got to make sure that if it's Friday,
I'm aware of what it is.
You got to hit Friday.
Yep. I was on the wrong day. So, sorry to Commander Chuck and those who wanted to hear "Finally Friday" by George Jones and the ads in a different order. I was like, why is this playing? I thought Sam had gone rogue on me, and I was like, no, he wouldn't do that.
He was bullying over here, Sam. He's like, I wish he'd stay off his damn phone.
I did not say
watching damn golf and play the damn ads and the songs I want to play, damn it.
I didn't say that once, Sam.
Cody does love him some Jesse Murph now, though.
Well, yeah, you played that, and I figured he'd be like, how many times are you going to play this damn Jesse Murph? I was like, actually, I didn't even play it. It just
you hear that, folks? Cody making up fights in his own head.
Well, I know how you are.
That's why he's always annoyed because he's arguing with me in his head constantly. So when he lashes out and I haven't even said anything, that's why, because he's already had the argument in his head.
I haven't even said anything.
We call that
very rarely do you not say anything.
We call that projection, folks.
Very rarely.
We call that projection.
No, I just know how you are, and I know after a while you'd be like, can you play something besides this damn Jesse Murph?
Now he's going to gaslight me. Now he's going to gaslight us all. He's going to yell about it.
Am I wrong?
Again, I haven't said anything, but I'm being accused and blamed for saying something that I didn't say.
I know you didn't say it. I'm saying I thought maybe you would say it.
I know.
Am I
you're
wrong?
mad at me, and then am I wrong? Yeah, you're wrong. I didn't say it.
I know.
Yes, you're literally wrong.
Yeah, but if I played Jesse Murph every break, at some point you'd be like, can you stop playing this damn Jesse Murph?
I mean, at some point maybe, but you don't get to say that.
I like her. I'm a fan.
I'm not arguing about it.
I like that trashy little redneck thing she's got going on, and I'm a fan. I like it a lot, actually. I listened to that heroin song, and I was hooked. Just screaming at you. I mean, it's great.
Let's hit some hour 2 headlines. What you got?
All right, thanks, John. The Seahawks beat the Cardinals last night. Boy, Kyler Murray really looked bad for a good majority of that game, and then hey, toward the end, he kind of got it together and led a couple of touchdown drives. Seahawks won 23-20.
Tale of two halves. First half, Mitsubishi, Marvin Harrison. Fourth quarter, we had the little Maserati Marv show back up, and all of a sudden the Cardinals offense looked okay. Kyler Murray actually started making some plays, and Marvin Harrison Jr. is catching the ball. That first half was brutal, man. That first half, I was like, man, are the Cardinals going to trade him like this week? Are they going to send him to Nashville for that new like 5th-round pick, that new 6th-round pick we acquired? Like, just break up because he looks lost and he looks like he hates football. But the Cardinals rallied in the fourth quarter, tie the game in semi-dramatic fashion. But then that new damn kickoff rule, the Cardinals kicker messes up. The Seahawks get to start at the 40-yard line, only needing a field goal with 25 seconds, and they couldn't guard Jackson Smith and Jigba, and he was able to get them into field goal range as the Seahawks beat the Cardinals. 2 straight losses for the Cardinals on walk-off field goals. That's got to hurt. 23-20.
There's nothing wrong with Mitsubishis.
I didn't mean it that way. They're just not as cool as Maseratis.
I used to have a friend with a Mitsubishi Eclipse.
Would we agree on that? Like, Mitsubishis aren't as cool as Maseratis?
Maseratis are a pretty luxurious brand.
Yeah, right. So, like, I mean, I think when the Cardinals drafted Marvin Harrison, they thought they were getting a pretty luxurious wide receiver, not like hey, here's a dependable guy that's just going to show up and get me, 50 or 60 yards. Like, they were wanting 120 and a couple tutties.
When I was a boy, this is very 2000s. This is a very 2000 statement, but I thought the Mitsubishi Eclipse was like the coolest car ever. When I was like,
I mean, it's still a pretty cool car, but
I mean, it's not.
Never lose that hope from you, Cody.
It's not, Bubba, but I thought it was just as a boy.
I kind of always thought the Mitsubishi Eclipse as girl cars, to be honest.
Well, I thought when I was like 12 years old, I was like, when I turned 16, that's what I want. I want a Mitsubishi Eclipse. And then, it wasn't in the cards. It wasn't in the cards. I ended up driving my grandma's Jeep Grand Cherokee, which was a much better car. Still not a great car, though. The Jeep, those old Jeeps were kind of pieces of junk. But
I mean, Fast and the Furious, Brian O'Connor drove the Eclipse.
I was more of a Honda Civic guy because of that. I wanted me a cool Civic for like a year, and I was like, never mind. Then I got obsessed with I wanted a big SUV, a big Escalade or something. That's what I liked in high school.
I miss the Tahoe, man. That's my favorite car I ever drove was a Tahoe.
But you are right. Brian O'Connor did look pretty cool in that Mitsubishi Eclipse. That is true.
What was your first car?
My first car?
Yeah.
Ford Expedition.
What was yours,
Eddie
Bubba?
Bauer edition.
What was yours, Bubba? The Eclipse?
My first vehicle was a rusted 1994 Nissan Altima.
Sam?
My brother's old, 2002 Acura TL.
Oh, Acura.
2002, and you'd have been it'd been like 2016 or so when you were driving, right? In high school, is that about right?
Mm-hmm.
TLs are nice cars.
Do you know I ran over a cat my first night driving? My first, my 16th birthday, the first day I ever drove. I mean, I had driven before because, you practice or whatever, drive with Ma. But my first day driving by myself, I ran over a cat. Killed it dead.
Wouldn't be the first, or wouldn't be the last one.
Well, shouldn't have been on that sidewalk.
Are you ever curious to see what your counter would be?
Of animals I've killed?
Yeah.
I mean, I got a pretty good idea. There was that cat. There was, I've probably hit some skunks and, possums and whatever over the years. I don't really count them. I killed a deer with a rifle when I was 14 years old. And then there was the raccoon in Virginia when I was coming back from New York. I was getting on the entrance ramp back in 2023 and I killed that big raccoon, which I felt the worst about that one. I think mainly because I was going at a slow rate of speed and you really hear the skull crack when you hit them slow. I felt terrible about that one because raccoons are cute, you know. You hit an armadillo, who gives a damn, you know, but you hit a raccoon, you feel a little worse.
There's a lot of raccoons out there, I feel like, though, you know.
There are, but he had a family. He probably had a family, and he was out trying to get him some food, something to eat, and, you know, he didn't make it home.
Were you in Arkansas when that happened?
No, I was in Virginia, like I just said.
Oh. Yeah, whenever I heard the raccoon story for the 10th time, I kind of checked out a
not
little bit.
everybody's heard it. Bubba hadn't heard it. Bubba didn't know about it, and he asked me if I had a tally on animals I've killed.
Yeah.
So,
and the answer to that was
sense
about
to
this
bring
one.
that back up.
Well, I mean, like I think he wanted a tally, an answer, a number, not hey, this one raccoon.
I'd say
story.
about 4 to 5 to 6 maybe over the years.
Well, that's what Bubba was asking. The answer would be 4 to 5 to 6, Bubba.
How many animals have you guys killed? I know you had that one where
I
you
stabbed
that
a cow.
to death
Yeah,
with a
I don't know.
Tractor.
I've ran over
fork.
a couple of squirrels from time to time.
I don't think I've ever ran over a squirrel.
Stabbed a cow?
They always get them. They always get out of the way.
Yeah, I just stabbed a cow one time.
Yeah, you know those big prongs on the end of a tractor. Like if you have I don't know what that tool's called or whatever, but it has like the prongs that come out. He took a tractor and just stabbed the cow to death repeatedly. He would stick the forks into the side of the cow and then he'd pull back.
I didn't want to do it, Bubba. I had to do it. It was a mercy kill.
Doesn't sound very merciful.
It was down. And I was like, well, do you just want me to shoot it? My dad's like, no, I can't shoot it. It's behind the neighbor's house. We don't want to know what's happening. And I said, well, what do you want me to do? He's like, well, take the tractor, take the pitchfork at the end and just jab it in the heart. I said, what? He said, yeah, hell, it's time to become a man.
But he missed the heart, and so he had to keep stabbing it, and it just bled to death.
You say that as an insult. I don't know if I missed the heart or not. I eventually got the heart somewhere. I don't know where the heart is on a cow. To you?
No. How many
you
times?
say miss like it was an insult. Like
how
I mean,
many times did you
pretty
pull,
good?
How many times did you pull the fork out and then re-stab the cow?
I'd say probably 7 times.
Jesus.
I'd say probably 7 times.
Goodness,
I would have PTSD from that.
And then I had to hook it up and drag it down the road. Just blood just coming out of it as I drove it down the road. I had to drive it about a mile down the road.
What a painful
In a Bronco
death.
or what?
No, a tractor. The same tractor that I killed it with. I then had to hook up and hook the chain around its neck and drive it. We had a boneyard that we'd throw our dead cows in.
It was supposed to be a mercy kill, but it ended up being torture.
Well, there is. I did feel a little bit bad about that in my head. I was like, hopefully this cow can't feel too much because it wouldn't really squirm or nut when I stuck it. But it was dehydrating, man. It was dying of thirst. It couldn't get any water. Couldn't get up. Would you rather die slowly of dehydration or just have somebody stab you 5 times? I'd probably rather just be stabbed 5 times.
Yeah, but I'm just picturing the slow process of the fork coming out.
It wasn't great. But
It's
it
not
was
like a quick stabbing.
No, it wasn't great. And honestly, if it would have been out in the field somewhere, I probably just would have drove the big ass tractor over its neck and broke its neck. But it was the way it was up against the corner. I couldn't really get too far up to it without risking running through the barn. So I didn't want to jab the fork through the barn or the wheels through the barn. So I had to be pretty precise with it, which made it all tougher.
Yeah. Should have just got out, slit its throat with a machete or something.
That might have been better, actually.
Yeah.
But I don't know how many times you had to be up on a cow neck. Those things are pretty damn tough. I had to really get to chopping.
Yeah,
I mean, had to have something really sharp. I mean, I could have slit its throat. I guess this is graphic. Let's go to break.
Pretty thick.
Any other headlines?
The Lakers are leaving the future up to LeBron.
Yeah, seem kind of passive aggressive. They're like, "Hey, Luka, here's your extension." Oh yeah, JJ Redick, here's your extension. LeBron, we'll figure it out next offseason. Let us know what you want to do. Let us know what you want to do.
They're keeping JJ Redick around.
On this day in history, 2005.
Oh, a little callback, huh? 2005, September 26th, 2005. Did it have to do with movies?
No.
Did it have to do with music?
No.
Did it have to do with sports?
Yeah.
Was a president involved?
No.
Was it Beyonce?
No.
Was it, you said it was sports?
Yeah.
Was it football?
Yeah.
Was it the NFL?
No.
Was it college football?
Yeah.
Was it when Appalachian State beat Michigan?
No.
No, that was in 07. Was it Tennessee involved?
Yep.
Was it when we beat LSU?
Yep.
And Gerald Riggs ran in the running touchdown at the end of the game?
Yep.
And we won in Baton Rouge 30-27?
Yep.
Nice.
After trailing number 4 LSU by 3 scores at halftime, Tennessee came from behind to beat the Tigers 30-27 in overtime at Tiger Stadium on this day 20 years ago. Sam, Bubba, you guys ever watched any highlights from this game? You ever watched the game on YouTube? You guys go back and watch old games on YouTube? You get a history lesson at all?
We did that here at the office back in the spring.
I was going to say, I remember that happening big time in the spring.
Yeah.
That was one of the games we watched. 05 LSU. Gerald Riggs.
That'd be tough to be number 4 ranked LSU. I mean, at that point, how long would Les Miles have been there in 05? Would that have been his first year?
Would have been year 1 or 2. I mean, it would have been, maybe year 2.
For some reason, I thought Saban left in 04, but I guess maybe not.
Well, he won the national title.
No, 05. 05 was his first year.
Yeah.
That's pretty tough. That'd been like your third game. You're ranked number 4 in the country, and you blow a 3-score lead. Nah, I'd say it ended up working out all right for him, right? They won a national championship. 2 of them, right? He won 2 national or 1. He won 1, right?
He won 1.
They lost another one in 2011. So, yeah, he went into 1-1. So, I mean, it worked out for him. But I imagine they were pretty damn mad. Saban wouldn't have blown that lead.
That title they won, though, they had 2 losses that year.
Yeah.
That 07 year was really weird.
Yeah.
Really weird. The way
they should have blown it by getting their ass beat by Arkansas.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have been allowed to win a damn championship.
They lost to Kentucky, too. And then it just worked out for them, man. It was some weird stuff happened in the West Virginia Pitt game. And,
yeah.
Such a weird year from start to finish, 2007. App State beat Michigan. I remember at one time in the top 10, it was like South Florida, UConn, Kentucky. Just a very strange season.
And
we won the East that year.
That's how damn crazy it was.
Florida beat us 59-20, and then we managed to win the East.
That is true. That is crazy when you think of it.
And that's the last time we've been in Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's sad.
That is sad.
That's one thing when we're arguing with the other fan bases online. That one cuts deep.
That one does.
When they say, you guys haven't even sniffed an SEC championship in this century.
Missouri fans, they haven't really pointed that out, but they have pointed out that we haven't won an SEC championship in 25 years. We haven't won an SEC championship this millennium.
That one hurts.
That does hurt. Now, if they really wanted to go for it, they talk about how they've been to Atlanta twice and we haven't.
Yeah,
that would be one that you have to kind of yield the high ground to.
Yeah,
and
we've
just
been
take
in the
loss.
conference since 2012, and we've been to Atlanta twice.
Yeah,
that's what I'd say if I was them.
That's what I would say too.
It hurts, man.
It really is stupid that we haven't won the SEC in 25 years. I mean, since the millennium.
Hell, 27 years.
Yeah,
I mean,
not even playing for it either.
I mean, we've played for it 3 times.
We all know we sucked, from 2008 to 2021. We all know we sucked, but it still hurts. Still hurts when you actually look at how long of a life that is, how long of a span that is.
I mean, we used to at least play for it every 3 years. 98, 01, 04, 07. But then, Kiffin leaves you, and then it's just a disaster after that. And we all know the history, but I'd really love for Heupel to get one, hell, at least an appearance, in the game, which that's still on the table this year. If Georgia wins tomorrow, you think that pretty much locks up their place in Atlanta?
No. They still have to play Ole Miss. They still have to play Texas. I don't know if you get in with 2 losses.
Nah.
I mean, it goes a long way. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't know if you get in with 2 losses.
That Texas team, I
don't think so either.
They can't beat them in Athens.
But you're telling me that if Georgia beats Alabama tomorrow, you don't see a chance for them to lose 2 SEC games?
No.
At Auburn, Ole Miss, Florida neutral site at Mississippi State, Texas. Yeah, I think you're right.
I think if Georgia wins tomorrow, they're in Atlanta.
I would definitely bet on it. For sure. I would definitely say they're favored. It does feel hard to look at that and see 2 losses at Auburn, Ole Miss, Texas.
Ole Miss is on the road, right?
No. I was on the road last year.
Okay. Yeah. So Yeah, so they get Texas and Ole Miss in Athens. I mean, yeah, hell, they might just go undefeated.
Which I still maintain would probably be better overall for Tennessee.
Yeah, I mean, I'll put one loss in there, but I would just like to see us get there. But that would mean we win out. That's the only way we're going to get there, probably.
Lot of people think Alabama's going to get them tomorrow.
A lot of people are wrong.
A lot of people think Alabama's going to get them tomorrow.
I'd like to go ahead and make that clear that a lot of you people, I don't know what you're smoking, thinking Alabama's going to beat Georgia tomorrow.
Yeah.
It ain't happening. Georgia's going to run all over Alabama tomorrow. It's going to be an ass whipping.
We'll talk about it after the break. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Streaming worldwide at fanrunradio.com and on the free Fan Run app. This is Big Orange Country's sports talk radio superstation, Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue, located in beautiful Cove Lake State Park. Rickard Ridge is home of the best ribs in the volunteer state. Smoked daily by pitmaster Mark Rickard. The barbecue at Rickard Ridge is mouth-watering, fall-off-the-bone delicious. Take the scenic drive up I-75 to exit 134. For directions and to look at the rest of the menu, visit Rickard Ridge online at rickardridgebbq.com.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Citizens National Bank.
Kick off this football season with a CNB Plus Perks checking account. Move downfield with free online and mobile banking. And cross the goal line with extended evening hours and Saturday banking. Banking at CNB has its perks. Find out more at cnbtn.com.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Hey Knoxville, Surfside iced tea and vodka made with real brewed tea is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Hi, this is Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group at Realty Executives, and I know there's a lot of choices here in East Tennessee when it comes to choosing a realtor. Here's why the Kregner Group is different. At the Kregner Group, our motto is walking by faith, serving others. It's how I live my life. It's how I run my business. Here at the Kregner Group, we're committed to doing real estate the right way. Faith, honesty, integrity. The Kregner Group. Call me anytime at 865-742-1035 or visit my website at bonoshouses.com.
Weekend, Sam's been foaming at the mouth for it. Tennessee, Mississippi State, we've talked about it a lot. You know, I don't know what else we can really say. If you have thoughts on it, feel free to weigh in. Hell, you can even call us if you want to weigh in on Tennessee, Mississippi State, if you got stuff to say. But let's look around the rest of the country. Best weekend of the year, Sam, in terms of regular season in college football? Is this the one that people have been waiting for? There's always one every year.
I think so.
That people have circled. Is this one it?
Yeah, I think this is the one.
How many ranked matchups do we have? Do we have that count in terms of where both teams are ranked? And that's not even going to take into account games like Notre Dame and Arkansas, where only one team's ranked, but I feel like it's pretty good. I know we got LSU, Ole Miss. I know we got USC, Illinois, Bama, Georgia. Is that it? Just and then Oregon, Penn State. So 4, I believe.
What it seems like right now, just off my rough count.
Where both teams are ranked, we got 4.
Uh-huh.
And like I said, that's not taking into account Notre Dame going to Arkansas. That one will be tricky.
I think like A&M Auburn's a good game, even though one of those teams isn't ranked.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be great if it was at Auburn, but even then, even at being A&M, is it surprising to you, Cody, that A&M only favored by 6.5 points at home while being top 10 in the country?
No, it's not that surprising to me.
Okay.
I don't think A&M's anything special.
Okay. Well, they're at home, though.
Yeah, but hell, I've been on record with A&M for a long time. They'll be 8-4 at the end of the day.
Well,
they
I
always are.
I got to say that kind of makes you seem biased, like you're looking for confirmation. It kind of seems like you're not taking new.
No, it's taking the information I've seen for my entire life and applying it to today.
Oh, yeah, but I don't think that's always necessarily fair. Like whenever you look at 40 years of history, I don't know how much that matters.
Some stereotypes are true. I've heard you say it.
Some are, yeah, but those usually don't. Those usually come from things that don't necessarily change and evolve every year.
Well, that's
like
that's
football.
A&M. They don't change and evolve.
Football rosters change and evolve. They got a new coach. Mike
they?
Elko ain't Jimbo Fisher.
I know, but they thought Jimbo Fisher wasn't Kevin Sumlin. It turns out he was. And Mike Elko will be just the same. It's just the way it works down there. It's a cult. It's the 8-4 cult.
That's how I feel about Indiana. Like I think a lot of people might look and say, "Hey, same old Indiana from last year." That doesn't feel to be the case this year. You're not going to hear me say that about Indiana or Indiana football. I'm taking them seriously this year. I didn't take them seriously at all.
We'll see. We'll see if they need to be taken seriously or not. I mean, beating up Illinois, doesn't scream I'm elite or anything to me, but nonetheless, A&M. I'm not surprised that that's the spread because, I mean, I think Oklahoma with John Mateer is a better team than A&M, aren't they? Would you agree with that or, at least similar?
Okay, say that one more time.
Oklahoma with John Mateer is a better team than A&M or at least similar?
I don't feel like they're better. No.
Okay, well, I think they're
similar. Similar, yeah, I won't necessarily argue there.
Well, that was basically the spread last week when Auburn went to Oklahoma.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
So, I mean, doesn't that make sense that maybe it'd be?
It does. It does. I think I'd maybe I think I personally would probably add a point to it just because of the letdown back-to-back road game factor.
Uh-huh.
But, yeah, no, when you put it that way, that makes sense. Okay, well, your whole thing about A&M, I do think it's applicable to the weekend because you have Oregon and Penn State as well. And Penn State, they usually lose these games, don't they?
Yep, and they're going to lose this one. Ducks are going to go in there and quack, 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 quack.
I was listening to a podcast with Todd McShay this morning on the way in, and McShay was really putting over Dante Moore. Say he's best quarterback in the country.
Well, I don't know if he is or not, but he's better than Drew Aller.
I mean, I remember those Oregon players last year after Gabriel left being like, yeah, Dante Moore is going to go win the Heisman next year.
Really?
By his stock.
Well, I just remember him being a 5-star, and him going to UCLA and getting to cut his teeth and it not being great. But also, like, I applauded his move last year. Like, I really did. It was kind of, Sam, I think it was you that said the new college football landscape is going to be kind of like the old NFL landscape where you're drafting these first-round quarterbacks and making them sit a couple years. That's kind of what Dante Moore did. Now, he played year one at UCLA, don't get me wrong. But, like, instead of transferring somewhere where he could immediately play, whoever is in his camp, whoever's giving advice to him, I think gave great advice to be like, hey, go to Oregon, sit for a year, be on a loaded team, a loaded roster with great coaches. What some are calling maybe the best coaching staff in America. Go sit there, learn, and come into this situation, and that will behoove you. That will benefit you way more than going somewhere where you can play immediately at a lesser school, not even a lower level, just a lesser school.
Probably still collect a pretty good check, too.
Oh, yeah, I imagine he did. Yeah, I mean, I imagine he got paid some good backup money to go there and learn, and it looks like it's paid off. And then on the flip side, like we're talking, we got Jimmy Franklin, Big James, in a big game. We know he doesn't beat Ohio State in this situation. Do you view Oregon in that same way, Cody? Because you said you think Oregon's going to beat them.
I just think Oregon is a superior football team. I mean, it's nothing to do with James Franklin, nothing against him and Penn State, and they got a fine team. They'll have their wide out. It'll be exciting and everything. I think Oregon's a better football team.
Feels like the most raucous atmosphere in the country this weekend, right? Like when you just look.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you see the resale tickets that they got listed on Vivid Seats or wherever the hell they use it on ESPN, but you know they always put tickets as low as, you know, you got $106 in Starkville, $29 in Illinois, $92 in Washington for the Ohio State game. Ole Miss LSU, $192.
Very affordable.
Even Alabama, Georgia, $342. You get to Oregon, Penn State, it says tickets as low as $503.
That's a hot one.
To me, that implies that the cheapest ticket on there is $503. Now, I'm not going to go check all the websites to verify. I'm just going off what ESPN's telling me. All right, Cody, question number 3 then. If you tell me that you're not going to buy A&M because same old A&M, if you tell me you're not going to buy Penn State because of all the data of same old Penn State.
I want to say one thing on A&M. It's not just the years of history with them. I haven't been impressed by them this year either.
That brings me to Alabama, Georgia, because you got years of history that Alabama owns Georgia. Georgia and Kirby Smart, they can't beat Alabama. They've only done it one time.
Right. That's where I'm looking at this one differently. The formula is not the same for every team and every game. This one I'm looking at completely the opposite. This one has changed.
This one is Big Orange Friday on a road game that you get to change the rules for.
The script has flipped on that. Look, you can point out the flaws if you want in my logic or whatever, but I'm just telling our audience, this is not me bragging. I've been right about just about everything so far this college football season. There are very few games I've been wrong on. The ones I truly believe that I know about, the ones I truly believe in, I've been right on almost everything.
Is that accurate?
In terms of results? Yeah. I told you LSU over Clemson, week 1.
Yeah, you did tell me that.
I told you, I mean, I'd have to go back and look at the weeks and my pick'ems and everything. I told you Alabama was going to cover against Wisconsin. I told you I've been wrong. I'm not saying I haven't been wrong about anything. Like I've been wrong about a couple things, but
didn't you say Oklahoma was going to kill Auburn last week?
I don't think I used the word kill.
I think you said slaughter. I think you said like blowout, going to dominate.
I said they were going to handle them. I mean, they did handle them.
Auburn was winning in the fourth quarter, weren't they?
I mean, well, I mean, if you want to bring up last week, like I said, Missouri will win handily, Miami will win handily, and Oklahoma will win handily. Like I think they all did.
Oklahoma got the cover.
I mean,
Missouri won by like 9 points.
They covered.
No,
yeah, they did. It was 8, if you got it at 8.5, they did.
Well, if you got it at 9 or 9.5, they did.
Sportsbook, are you betting on?
I had it at 8.5. It was
10. It was 10 for most of the week too.
It was 10 by kickoff, but it was 8.5 for a good bit of the week because I had it.
I don't think that's accurate. It was 10 for most of the week last week.
You can look back at it if you want. I can show you my bet slip.
I mean, I'm not saying your bet slip's wrong. I'm just saying that would I imagine that you bet it the day of, like right before the game.
No, but whether they covered or not, the point is they handled their business. They handled their business. I mean, winning by 9 is winning.
So is that what handled means?
Fairly convincingly.
Okay.
And so I would say I've been right all year. The only things I've been wrong on, honestly, are some bets that I took that you advised, like Ole Miss, Kentucky. And I agreed with you. Like I was with you on that, but you were wrong.
I mean, they won. They handled them.
So if you want to point out my logical flaws,
is that the same exact thing that Missouri did? Like and Oklahoma did? They won. They handled them.
They didn't cover.
Neither did Missouri.
They did for me.
Well, if you're buying extra points, that doesn't count.
I didn't buy points.
All right, I need you to pull up the bet slip. I need you to see when it was because
hold on.
Your story's not adding up. You said you'll show me the bet slip. I want to see when you put the bet in because you said it was early in the week, and it wasn't because Lenore's Sellers was questionable all week, and the spread was like 14 for most of the week. And then like on Wednesday, it's like, hey, he might play. And then on Friday, it's like, yeah, he's playing. Then it went down to 8.5. So like, your story's not adding up.
Okay, well, I just want to say
your lies are not adding up.
I just want to say, I think if the audience has been listening to me most of the year, I think you can kind of go with what – and I'm telling you two things that are going to happen this week. Oregon is going to go into Penn State and win. Oregon plus 3.5, it's free money. And Georgia is going to hammer Alabama's ass. I'm telling you those two things are going to happen. And we'll see if I'm right on Monday. But I haven't felt better about 2 games in my life.
In your whole life?
Ducks winning at Penn State, or at least let's say covering the 3.5 for sure.
How are we going for them hammering them and you not feeling better about a game in your whole life? Now they'll lose by. They won't lose by more
words
than 3.
in my mouth. I didn't say Oregon's going to hammer Penn State. I didn't say that. I said Georgia's going to hammer Alabama.
Okay. Well, what'd you say Oregon was going to do to Penn State? Throttle? Annihilate?
I think Oregon is going to
slit the throat of.
No, I think they'll go in and win. They'll go in and win. But I'm just saying, if you just want to take the spread, like if you're getting that hook on the 3.5, like I'd feel pretty great about that if I was betting the Ducks.
Sure.
But I do think Georgia is going to beat up on Alabama. I just have not seen anything from Alabama that makes me think otherwise. This ain't your daddy's Crimson Tide. It ain't your granddaddy's Crimson Tide.
Are you worried that we're missing the boat on Alabama?
No, because I'm confident in what I believe in.
I've been surprised at the line movement to an extent. I'm surprised that right now it's hovering around 2.5, 3 points, depending on where you look. That is a little surprising to me. The computers are overrating Alabama. The analytics.
They always do, man. They're like, look at the FPI. Like they stay in the top 5 no matter how much they lose.
Right.
Same thing happened last year.
And that to me, like I think that's a fair point too, a fair reflection point too, from what we talked about in hour 1 with Josh Heupel on the road. Is it not fair to say that if anybody's got questions on the road, it's Alabama under Kalen DeBoer?
Yeah. Losing at Vanderbilt and then mustering a field goal at Oklahoma last year with your playoff hopes on the line. And
the only road win I believe he's won is Wisconsin in 2024. That they won that game. And I don't know if you remember, they kind of struggled until Wisconsin's quarterback got knocked out. Then they took off. But like, that's the only road win he has.
They didn't win any conference road games.
That's not right. They beat LSU down. They killed LSU.
Okay, I was gonna say I thought that game was.
No, they killed LSU.
Asterisk because it was raining and they let their quarterback, who can only run the ball like 40 times.
I'll give them credit.
It's a great game plan.
I'll give them credit for that. But otherwise, on the road last year, they lost to Vandy. They lost to Tennessee. They got hammered by Oklahoma 24-3. And then this year against Florida State, scored 17 points and got hammered by Florida State. So that's 4 road losses, 2 road wins at Wisconsin, at LSU. Last year's Wisconsin team didn't play the same sport as this year's Georgia team. I don't think last year's LSU team was very good either, but at least I give them credit for going into LSU and winning that game. I won't downplay that one.
I think the Tennessee loss won them that LSU game because I think they saw Milroe in Knoxville and how he looked at Tennessee, and they said, we're just going to simplify this for him and just, hey, you run that way. And it worked, but then I think that hurt him against Oklahoma because they tried to do the same thing, and Venables wasn't letting it happen, what they did against LSU.
So, like, Tennessee fans, we've been talking about it. You've seen it online. I mean, people a little worried about Tennessee's road woes. You know, I'll give Adam Sparks credit. I do think Josh Heupel's road woes are overblown when you compare it up to Kalen DeBoer's, especially if you're just looking at Kalen DeBoer in the SEC. And now we think he's going to go into a place that, I mean, what's the win streak at for Georgia at home?
Like years.
Like 20?
Yeah.
It's getting up there, right? Like, I mean, like they ain't lost at home since I believe was it 2021, maybe?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's that's why
maybe even longer than that.
That's why I don't understand it all. Like, what is it that makes you think Alabama's going to go in there and win?
And like Ty Simpson,
Right.
Ty Simpson's all of a sudden going to go from I'm scared to make mistakes in Tallahassee to now I'm going to be willing to throw the ball down the field against Georgia in this moment.
That's what I was just about to say, was like, you've seen Gunnar Stockton in a big moment so far and in a big atmosphere and a big environment. Now he gets to go get that at home, and he's delivered in that moment. Like, Ty Simpson against the one team that has had a pulse so far this year looked awful. And I know he's looked better, but he's played, the school of the blind in Wisconsin so far. So, yeah, I mean, I just feel like this is also a Georgia team that you got to imagine ever since that bye and our quarterback just absolutely shredding their secondary, like Kirby Smart's defense, I just don't think is going to go get embarrassed 2 times in a row.
Are you worried their defense just might not be any good, or that their defense is just having a down year? Because I got to be honest, maybe the game plan wasn't great, for Kirby against Tennessee, especially in that first quarter. But it also just seemed like those defensive backs just couldn't win one-on-one balls down the field either. Like, it's just, Brazel is just mossing them nonstop. And there's a chance that maybe they just don't have the same defensive backs that they're used to.
I'm at least willing to get,
more data.
I'm at least willing to get burned by Georgia and, take them again, just because you've seen the years past. Like, they have a down game. I feel like they always respond.
And that's 100% fair. Like, Georgia, we talked about it during Tennessee week. I think it only has been solidified and reiterated after that. They deserve the benefit of the doubt. Kirby Smart deserves the benefit of the doubt. If this was Nick Saban, I'd be saying the opposite. I'd be saying, hey, I would be doing the Texas A&M thing. I would be doing until Kirby shows he could beat Nick Saban. You know what? I'm probably going to pick Nick Saban. But hey, that ain't Kalen DeBoer.
If Nick Saban was coaching this team, I'd pick Alabama. Like, they've got talent. Nobody disputes that they've got talent.
I don't know if I would with Ty Simpson out there.
Well, Ty Simpson wouldn't be out there.
Well, I was going to say I don't know if Nick Saban would be rolling with Ty Simpson though.
No, he would have done something different. He would have saw that it wasn't working and we need a quarterback.
He might have executed Ty Simpson at halftime of the Florida State game.
Maybe.
2019, South Carolina, the 20-17 2 overtime loss. That's the last time Georgia's lost at home.
That was 6 years ago.
Wow.
Good Lord. What a run it's been. Must be fun. Well, the streak ain't ending this week. Alabama's got no chance. No chance.
Even with all that, so many people are picking them. It's at least put me on alert. Like, it would it deflate you at all if Alabama beat Georgia? Would that change the way you viewed the rest of the season? Would that change the way you view Tennessee?
I don't think so. I mean, it would make me think, okay, maybe DeBoer figured something out, and that game. I mean, either way, I think that game at Alabama is going to be tough for us. Like, they're going to be much better in Bryant-Denny than they are on the road. I'd go ahead and pencil it in as a W if we got them in Neyland again. I mean, you just pointed out all the road woes for Alabama. Like, it hasn't gone unnoticed. I don't understand what it is people are looking at that makes them think they're going to go into Athens and win.
It's blown my mind too. It feels like an overreaction. Now, look, maybe people are still taking into account in the computers and the analytics and this thing, everything that puts out their projections are taking into account that Georgia didn't look great against Austin Peay. I don't really care about that game. I saw what they looked like against Tennessee and how they made some plays. Now, you could also say they didn't look great against Tennessee for most of the game. So maybe this Georgia team ain't as good as we think it is.
They looked pretty good against Tennessee for 2 quarters. I mean, fair to say they won the second and third quarter of the game for sure.
But I think that also means in the first and fourth, they didn't look very good at all.
That's true. They didn't look good at all. I mean, Joey just came out, absolutely on fire in the first quarter, but they settled in. They did what championship teams do. They settled in. They made a game out of it, and at the end, they won it. I mean, Stockton was clutch as hell. Ty Simpson ain't got it.
The thing for me is just that Alabama's really struggled to run the ball so far this year. And if you can't establish, the run game against Georgia, they're going to pin their ears back and be able to get home to the quarterback, I think.
I'm trying not to just have the same conversation that we had about, Gunnar Stockton coming into Neyland Stadium about Ty Simpson. You know what I mean? Like, in terms of like, hey, Mr. Dink and Dunk. But like, I do feel worse about Ty Simpson than I did Gunnar Stockton. I just don't have any confidence in him at all. But he's played really good for 2 weeks. But like, I think those 2 weeks are carrying way too much weight. Like, I think those 2 weeks are carrying way too much weight when you look at like Wisconsin's not any damn good.
Wisconsin just made Maryland look like a really good football team last week.
Like Wisconsin's not any damn good.
Maryland beat them better than Alabama did. You know,
did they?
It was similar.
I'll be really, I won't say shocked, but I'll be super duper surprised if DeBoer goes in there and has them in the game in the fourth quarter. Like, I feel like Georgia is going to really make a statement, is what I feel like. But
Alabama beat them 38-14. Maryland beat them 27-10. So, I mean,
similar.
Yeah. Like, the only thing that would make me have a little
one
bit
was
of
at home,
confidence
one was on the road. Go ahead, Sam. Sorry.
The only thing that would make me have just a little bit of confidence in Alabama is just that they're essentially like playing for their lives in this game.
Mm-hmm. Well, playing for their lives, also they should be playing for their manhood. But on the same side, I do think that's where I do think, again, not to rehash just all the Kirby talking points from Tennessee, but like Kirby didn't want to lose to Tennessee. I think Kirby wants to beat Alabama. I think the whole program wants to kind of show they can beat Alabama. That I do think that 9-1 record, that 1-9 record, probably plays against Alabama in this scenario where you're going to have Georgia's full attention. Like, you're not going to Alabama. Like, we know you're not the same as you used to be under Saban, but you ain't sneaking up on anybody. You ain't sneaking up on Georgia. Sam, send us to break. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronakville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor. But we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220. Or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronakville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Friday Night Lights are back, and that means so is the SM Athletics Friday Night Scoreboard Show. Join me, Tim Hill, a.k.a. Vols Tim 85, and my crew every Friday night starting at 9:30 p.m. Live action, live calls, and all of the biggest talking points in East Tennessee high school football. It's the Friday Night Scoreboard Show presented by SM Athletics right here on Fan Run Radio, 1340 AM, the free Fan Run app, and streaming live on YouTube on Fan Run TV.
Hey, folks, if you're in need of a lawyer, you need to call my friend Jerry Givens. I've known Jerry since high school and can personally vouch for him. He's East Tennessee through and through, and if you're going through a divorce, bankruptcy, or a DUI case, you'll need someone you can trust on your side to help you navigate the local legal system. You can trust Jerry Givens. Call the law offices of Jerry Givens today at 865-801-9250 to schedule your free consultation. That's 801-9250.
When it's past high noon, it's time for a vodka soda made with a vodka you've actually heard of. I'm talking White Claw vodka soda made with White Claw premium vodka. JB Smooth only drinks vodka soda made with the world's smoothest vodka.
And you can too. Pick you up a bottle of the triple wave filtered vodka that's been distilled 5 times. White Claw premium vodka comes in 4 flavors: black cherry, mango, pineapple, and just vodka. You haven't had vodka like this. No one has. White Claw premium vodka. Please drink responsibly.
update anything good? I haven't seen you do any fist pumps. We getting our ass kicked?
Yeah, we are getting handled right now. 2 down in the opening match with JT and DeChambeau, which we really need to win that one. 4 down, Oberg and Fitzpatrick over Scheffler and Henley. That's been easily the most disappointing outcome of the day. We threw out Morikawa there as just like a sacrifice, just like a martyr, and he's down 4 already. And then
he sucks.
Yeah, and then Schauffele and Harris English are our only Schauffele and Patrick Cantlay are the only match that we are up in.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
All right.
Got to get 1.5 points, I think, would be a win in the morning session.
Will they keep the same pairs in the afternoon session, or do they switch up the pairs?
No, yeah, it'll be different guys. So that's kind of the hope right now is like you've got some guys on the bench that you feel like are going to be better than their afternoon wave. Okay. They kind of went pretty heavy here in the morning, and they normally do. Like historically, Europe is better at the alternate shot aspect, and we're better at best ball. So the hope is that you can kind of salvage like 1.5 points, maybe 2 in this opening thing, and you can kind of play better in the afternoon.
Cody, on a scale of 1 to 100, how much do you care about the Ryder Cup?
I mean, I'm not trying to sound like a hater, but personally 0, just because it's football season, man. And that's for me, that's all I care about this time of the year. That's just who I am.
1 was the lowest number on the scale.
I won't watch a second of it. If it was April,
I'm going to hold your eyes open like that Netflix movie and show you seconds of the Ryder Cup. That way you can't say that you watched 0 seconds of it.
I probably
look at it.
Honestly,
look at it, Cody.
Honestly,
watch the screen. Here's Bryson DeChambeau. Look at it. He missed the putt.
I probably will see a few seconds of it if it's on highlights on ESPN. I probably will see.
I'm going to have it on the TVs once the show ends. So if you're going to come outside at any point, you're going to watch at least a shot.
Okay. Well, then I'll see some today then.
And then I'm holding your eyes open for a couple other shots.
Or like when Sports Center's on Saturday, like I'll see a little bit then. So
you're still watching Sports Center on Saturday?
No, but just like, when the games end, whatever, the college football highlights, like I'll be, like TV will be on.
A little montage.
Yeah, it'll be on ESPN. I'm sure I'll see a couple of highlights of it, but I don't personally care, but to each their own, man.
Sam, my trusted golf expert is saying that you're wrong and that Americans are historically better at alt shot at home. He says he's even more concerned than you are because he says usually we're really good at alt shot.
I'm concerned. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I don't know about the home away splits.
Yeah,
but
yeah, he's one of my go-to guys I listen to, and he says he didn't actually say you're wrong. He wasn't trying to be mean. He's like opposite. He's like, I don't want to come at Sam, but Americans are historically better at alt shot, which makes this start even worse. So America,
there's no positive spin to this start. We're getting our teeth kicked in right now.
Yeah, America's bad. You got any friends there?
I actually do. I've got one of my buddies there right now.
Yeah, I got a couple guys that
sent
went
me
up
a video at 7 a.m. of the flyover. It looked pretty damn cool.
How hard were tickets to get? Do you know? You have to win like a raffle. Are they tough to get?
I feel like maybe it was like a lottery. I know they were super expensive if you didn't get into like the lottery or something like that. Because I'm pretty sure my buddy got into the lottery because he's with his dad.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anything from the college football weekend preview that we didn't get to that you want to hit? This is your big baby. You talk so much about how you're looking forward to it. So is there anything you want to get on record from the weekend before we put a bow on the college football discussion?
I'm kind of looking to try and knock out Notre Dame out of the playoff this weekend. I think Arkansas is frisky this weekend.
I do too.
I think that Notre Dame defense is really bad, and they love to play man coverage like they always have. And I think Taylon Green, he's not working with much over there, but he's doing pretty damn good on his own. And I think if you can, get some one-on-one coverage on the outside and let him kind of just beat some guys in man-to-man coverage, I at least like the over a lot. I think there's going to be a ton of points in that game. Both defenses not playing good this year.
Pigs have lost 2 heartbreakers. I don't think Sam's lost a team yet. I think they'll have put up a good effort against Notre Dame.
Who's under more pressure?
Pittman.
Pittman's got to it feels like he's getting fired if they lose his job. But if if you're Notre Dame and you lose, your third game of the year, does the shine completely come off Marcus Freeman? At the very least, they fire their defensive coordinator, right? Like they get rid of, is it Graham Ashcraft? Is it Ashcraft? Is that their name of their DC or whatever?
Chris Ash?
Ash, maybe. Yeah.
He used to be at Arkansas, too,
That's right.
by the way.
That's right.
So there's a little tie there with Chris Ash. But
like he's getting fired. But, yeah, you're right. Pittman's getting fired if they lose this game, so he's under more pressure.
Yeah, I don't think Marcus Freeman's under – I think Notre Dame kind of loves Marcus Freeman. He's in the national championship game last year.
But if you tell me, and yeah, like obviously from a hot seat perspective, you're right. But just like the shine on Marcus Freeman to go from like defensive genius, especially if they get lit up again, like their defense is terrible this year.
Yeah, but I think he's got an opportunity to just fire that, like you said, fire the defensive coordinator and do something different and readjust for next year. I don't think there's a ton of pressure on Marcus Freeman.
I guess I think in my head it was a question just because in my head Sam Pittman's been fired for like the last year and a half. Like saying he's under pressure just feels disingenuous at this point. Like they're just waiting to fire him.
Yeah, but this could be like the Tennessee game last year. I mean, that saved his job, I feel like, last year. And if they beat Notre Dame, that at least puts them at 3-2 and competent.
All Arkansas fans are still rooting to win, right? They're not. They'd be fine with winning to keep Pittman, right? To extend this.
I think so. I mean, I don't think they're at the point where they're like apathetic. Like, I don't know. One of my buddies said we got to fire Sam, but
still be nice to win.
I think they still want to win.
Hour 2 in the books. We'll kick off hour 3 with some headlines. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
Check out our new and improved website at fanrunradio.com.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
Hey, football fans, this is Stats.
And this is the Sheik. And together we are the Cover Boys. And we cover college football like no one else.
Each week, we preview all the big games in college football. And we may not tell you who's going to win, but we'll tell you who's going to cover.
Our patented right sides are clicking at 66% against the spread all time.
So join us right here every Friday evening at 8 for the Cover Boys on the official voice of Tennessee fans, Fan Run Radio.
And enjoy the winners, everyone.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Airlines have just reduced their prices even more. Book 30 days in advance and save big.
Want the absolute lowest prices on your airline tickets? Then call the Low Cost Airlines Travel Hotline right now for prices so low we can't publish them anywhere. The only way to access our low rates and save up to 70% is to call. Save hundreds on your vacation tickets by calling right now. You can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go and pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-631-1754. 800-631-1754. 800-631-1754. That's 800-631-1754.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332941.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Talk Sports from 7 to but a nuisance.
Hour number 3 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Reminder, if you are in the college football confidence pick'em, go make your picks. Which is funny for me to remind you because I didn't make my picks last week or the week before, which is why I'm telling everybody now, go make your picks. SM Athletics is giving away a cash prize to the winner. I swear I made my picks last week. They just didn't save. I remember going in and clicking them. Now, I don't know if I did any good or not on them, but I would have done better than 0. I would have picked some games right. Would have done something on there. Go make your picks. If you need any custom apparel made for your business, your team, your club, give us a shout at SM Athletics. You can look us up online at smathletics.com. Reach out to me. Shout out to a listener reaching out to me yesterday. Working on his order right now during the show, multitasking. Trying to get some artwork done. Doing all this stuff.
Me too. Today's Wordle is really tough. Sometimes you got to multitask.
Let's hit some Hour 3 headlines. What you got?
Thanks, John. We'll start with some Tennessee recruiting information.
Give me some recruiting news.
The Vols are emerging as the possible front runner, or at least as Rivals puts it, the school with the most momentum for a 5-star wide receiver who recently decommitted from Oregon, Keyshawn Bowman. Have you heard of him?
Yeah.
Well, we're looking at him for the 2027 recruiting class.
Okay.
We've only got one commit so far. That's Philip Fulmer's grandson. But 2027, you got to get to work at some point. Got to keep these boys rolling in here. Keyshawn Bowman is a 5-star receiver. He was at the Georgia game and was very impressed with Chris Brazel's performance. It really caught his attention, according to Rivals. And so now he has recently decommitted from Oregon, and Tennessee is believed to have emerged as the program with the most momentum. But look who we're going up against to try to get this guy. Oregon, still in the mix, and also the other two that really want this guy, Ohio State and Texas. So you want to be in the elite recruiting company, there you go.
Tennessee feels good about their chances there.
Yeah. Is that inside information?
Tennessee feels good. Tennessee's trying to get him. Obviously, it's going to be a battle. Like, when you tell me you're going up against two two blue bloods, it's going to be tough, but Tennessee likes where their momentum is headed there. Dre Quinn was another big name, a big defensive lineman, decommitted from Clemson last night.
Clemson. Why wouldn't he want to go to Clemson?
I think he looks at the writing on the wall for old Dabo and says, I don't really want to be there. He decommitted. Tennessee in the mix there for him as well. But that'll be like Tennessee versus Texas. I think Texas, biggest competition right there.
The UAB player who stomped on Max Gilbert's foot last week is suspended. UAB's Sarad Bryant will miss the Blazers' next game against Army after his unsportsmanlike stomp in the Tennessee game.
Who suspended him?
UAB, Trent Dilfer.
Don't you think it should be the NCAA that suspends him?
It's just a team suspension.
I know, but that's UAB covering their butt.
Well, I think it's UAB doing the right thing.
Sure.
So you think the NCAA should come in and get involved?
100%.
Okay.
1,000%.
I don't disagree.
If it was a Power 4 team that did that, any player on any Power 4 team, the NCAA would get involved in a heartbeat.
Is that true? Because I feel like if it was an SEC conference game, the SEC would make the decision, right? Like I feel like
the SEC, the conference, or the NCAA, one of the two.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be the team issuing a suspension for their play. That's just them covering their ass.
Well, I think it's doing the right thing, covering their ass. I mean, they weren't going to get any trouble. Like to be honest, Maddie, which by the way, welcome to the show. It's Maddie's hour here on Fan Run. We love Maddie on Fridays. Got Bubba out the paint, got Maddie in here. But I feel like I'd completely moved on past this story. It's like when you say covering their ass, it's almost like they don't want to get in trouble. I feel like Dilfer could have not suspended this guy, and I wouldn't have thought twice about it moving forward. Like
it's old news.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really cared. So I just look at it as Dilfer trying to get some good guy points and also hold his guy accountable, because what his guy did was pretty bush league, and you don't want to be the program that does that. You don't want that reputation. So maybe if you mean covering your ass from a perception standpoint, I can give you that one for sure.
What do you think about Livy Dunn's armpit sweat?
I thought it was weird. Like it caught me by surprise. Like I understand everyone sweats, but it felt very weird to see her with sweat stains, and also for her, because my image of her is that she's very image conscious. That's my takeaway of her, is that she's pretty calculated, and for her to be in that position, it caught me by surprise. What'd you think about it? Never mind. Maddie, what'd you think about it?
As one person put it online, I nearly sniffed the SIM card out of my phone.
I don't want to answer.
Sam, what'd you think about it?
She's just like me with those pit stains.
Yeah.
We're all human. We all sweat the same. Speaking of hot blondes, Sabrina.
Does she not have enough money to have some damn clean T-shirts, though?
I think that the MLB would post that.
She might like the way that one fits,
It'd be kind of funny if Livy Dunn just smells.
She's just gross.
She might be. Speaking of hot blondes, Sabrina Carpenter is in her European travel era. She says you learn more about life in a 20-minute conversation with someone from Italy than in 20 years in the U.S. So that's where Sabrina Carpenter's at these days. Starbucks looking to close hundreds of stores and lay off staff as the chain continues to struggle.
Did you see Sean Alexander yesterday, Cody?
Yeah, he's having his 14th kid.
14th kid.
That's a lot. That's a whole lot. All with the same woman?
I think so.
Yeah. That's
you think Phillip Rivers is like, hey babe, we gotta get going.
Got to step it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we at? 12?
Got to be the former NFL player with the most kids. Leonardo DiCaprio said on a podcast recently that an ex-agent wanted him to change his name earlier in his career. They said, your name is too ethnic. You need a new name. Lenny Williams. Could you imagine DiCaprio? Lenny Williams, the star of Titanic.
Hello, Cody.
Well, hello, Money Monster.
I apologize for running few minutes late. I was at a party. My niece, she just turned 15. I had to go there and be a part of the festivities, so I apologize for being late.
Your niece turned 15. Was it her quinceañera?
Her what?
Quinceañera. You said your niece turned 15?
What is quinceañera?
You're not familiar? I would have thought maybe you knew.
No, my niece, 15-year-old, we have party, we eat some breakfast, we sing, we dance, we hit piñata, but no, it was just a regular birthday party. What do you mean?
Well, there's just a name for that I thought you guys called it. That
You guys, what do you mean, you guys?
well, quinceañera, you know what I mean. I mean, it doesn't matter what you call it.
Can I get to my picks?
Okay, sure. Yeah, I mean, we're trying to read the news here, but,
Well, I was late, okay? I missed my time, but people need Money Monster. I kept getting texts and phone calls. Where's the Money Monster? Where's the Money Monster? We need to make some money. 4-1 last week, fat boy. Did you see?
4-1? Yeah.
4-1. Pretty good. Pretty good.
It was a good week.
That brings my record to 22-7. No, 22-8. That's pretty good.
That's pretty big numbers in a gambling world.
22-8. The Money Monster's feeling good this week too. Who did you pick
Today? Yeah. I got 3 very clear picks today. I like Oregon against Penn State, at least to cover. I like Georgia to win, and I like Ole Miss straight up against LSU.
Be careful with Lane Kiffin. I've trusted him before. Be careful.
I know you guys have a history. Do you watch the new show, the documentary thing?
What new show?
About your friend, Lane.
No. We have little bit of falling out. Look, me, Lane Kiffin, we used to be good friends years ago. But then he had a whole spiritual awakening. He quit boozing. He quit hanging out. He wants to just be Twitter funny guy, good dad, which good for him. Good for him being good dad, but we no longer hang out. We're not friends. And then what he did to me this week, I said I'm 22-8, 2 losses.
Yeah.
2 losses from Lane Kiffin. You want to make some money?
Sure.
What about you? Weird guys over there. You want to make some money?
Let's do it.
I want to make some money.
Oink, 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 oink. No, that's not good. Hold on. The Razorbacks of Arkansas plus 4.5. Notre Dame. Do you know what they have in common with the women in your life, Cody?
They're Catholic?
No D. You get it?
I get it. Yeah.
Arkansas plus 4.5. They will be able to score enough points to keep that one in the number. They might win outright. They might win, or they might choke like they always do under Sam Pittman. But give me Arkansas plus 4.5.
Was that a lasso? Is that a...
Yes, good job by you. Good job by you. What a lasso. What makes you think of lasso?
Cowboys?
Cowboys, okay. Keep going.
Yeah, Oklahoma State?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know, they just fired Mike Gundy.
Well, here's a little story about my friend Mike Gundy. See, when Lane Kiffin quit hanging out with Money Monster, me and Mike Gundy, we became, how do you say, thick as thieves?
That's how you say it.
Thick as thieves? Okay, we hung out many times. He'd take me on his boat. He had a problem, though, on his boat. He would do so much drinking, and he would just hit those waves. So crazy.
You're saying Mike Gundy boated under the influence?
And then he would put it back on the ramp, and then we'd drive on the back roads. The boat just swaying back and forth, and he would just say, "I've done this thousands of times. Yeah. Don't worry, I can handle."
He's a wild card.
You want to know another secret about Mike Gundy?
Sure.
Not a very good football coach anymore. No, not very good. I like the Oklahoma State Cowboys to stay in the number. 19.5 last I saw against Baylor. Interim coach boost, Oklahoma State. No more Mike Gundy. Give me the Cowboys. Yeah! Yeah!
Wow.
You want another pick, Cody?
Yeah. As many as you'd like.
There's a team that the Money Money Monster, he really likes one team. They let him down before. They let him down before this year, but Money Monster, very kind. Money Monster likes to forgive and forget, at least once. You know what they say, Cody? Fool me once. Fool me once.
Shame on you.
Fool me twice. I'll kill you if you fool me twice, like Lane Kiffin. So this is the last chance. This is the last chance for the Kennesaw State. The Kennesaw State Owls -7.5 against the MTSU Blue Raiders. MTSU, they suck.
Terrible football team over in Murfreesboro.
The Kennesaw State Owls, they don't suck. They kind of good, comparatively speaking.
Hooty hoo!
Hooty hoo!
Hooty hoo!
Give me the Kennesaw State Owls.
Wow, I like it. I like it a lot.
Best bet of the weekend?
You have one? Is that your best bet of the weekend?
No. I asked, do you want the best bet of the weekend?
Oh, yeah. You got another one? Wow.
Well, I give 4 picks. That's only 3. Can you count? 1, 2, 3. I need 4 at least.
Dos, tres.
What is it with this Spanish thing? What are you talking about? First it's quinceañeras, then it's uno, dos, tres. What are you trying to say to Money Monster?
I just, it's okay to let everyone know that, not everyone's, I've seen your card, the green, I know you.
Oh, now we're making green card jokes. Oh, okay.
I know you've got yours. I know you've got
Mugacho, big boo guapo, gordo guapo, gordo.
You don't have to be worried, is all I'm saying. You're good. I know it's a challenging time for your people, but
silence, or as you would say, silencio. Best bet of weekend, Tennessee Vols -3.5 first half. Tennessee gets started early. Tennessee scores points as they clanga. No clanga, no matter. The Tennessee Vols -3.5 first half. Did you know they're only 1.5 point favorites in the first quarter?
I just need to have the lead, basically.
Yeah, I like first half better.
Gives you 2 quarters to adjust to the clinga.
Yeah, give me a headache. You give me a headache. I show up late, I'm apologetic, and you've been nothing but rude to the Money Monster. Nothing but rude to the Money Monster. That's what I think about you when you're rude to the Money Monster.
That hurts. It really hurts. Stop. Why are you so aggressive?
Big Orange Country's home for
Clean car happy at any of the 250 plus Tidal Wave Auto Spa locations today.
The final series of the year is upon us. I'm Barrett Salee, and this is your Braves Radio Network Morning Update.
Get clean car happy all season long at Tidal Wave with exclusive membership discounts, giveaways, and more. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for more information.
The Nats put a halt to the Braves' 10-game winning streak on Wednesday afternoon as they topped the Braves 4-3. Drake Baldwin, though, another home run.
3-1 pitch, swung on, ripped to right field, low line drive, might not be high enough to get out of here, but it is! Home run! Drake Baldwin puts the Braves on the board.
He has 3 more games to continue his push to win National League Rookie of the Year. If he does not win it, something is incredibly wrong with the process. One thing to keep in mind this week, we will see Charlie Morton out of the bullpen. It should be his last game as a major league player. We'll see if that happens tonight against the Pirates across the street at Truist Park. Joey Wentz will get the start for the hometown Braves. He's 5-6, has a 5.46 ERA, 89 strikeouts, 41 walks, and a 152 whip. For leadoff show coverage with myself and Chris Domino, 6-5 Central. First pitch against the Pirates, 7:15 Eastern, 6:15 Central, right here on the Atlanta.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-88-99789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Knoxville, get ready. The Big Sports Show is coming Saturday, November 8th at the World Exposition Hall. Meet your favorite sports stars, Hall of Famer Earl Campbell, baseball greats Wade Boggs, Dwight Gooden, and Jose Canseco, plus UT legends Shamiqua Holtzclaw, Carl Pickens, and many more. Autographs, photos, and memories you'll never forget all in one huge day. Tickets on sale. Get yours now at BigSportsShow.com. That's BigSportsShow.com. The Big Sports Show. Saturday, November 8th, Knoxville. Don't miss it.
Si el ritmo te lleva a mover la cabeza y empezar.
The Big Ten is set to announce that it is launching a rivalry series presented by Venmo. Have you seen this?
No.
The Big Ten is set to announce a rivalry series presented by Venmo, and it will include football, men's and women's basketball. The rivalry series kicks off tomorrow with Penn State and Oregon. The first of 17 designated football games. 8 trophy games are included.
What does this mean? What does this mean?
I don't know what it means. I guess it's them trying to turn Oregon and Penn State into a rivalry, but I don't know. The last time they've played in the regular season is apparently 1964. They've only played 5 games against each other ever.
Not much of a rivalry. So what's the point? This is just like a Venmo sponsorship?
It seems to me, just like a money grab is really what it seems like. It's what it seems like.
Okay, well.
Seems as if it's just like, hey, let's throw a sponsor here. Let's get some money coming in, and let's call it something that matters. I mean, like, hey, college football fans, college basketball fans, you guys like rivalries, right? Well, okay, here's some new ones, including Oregon, Penn State. What did you make of the jersey patch announcement yesterday?
It's not the worst thing ever. I mean, I think we've all kind of come around at this point. Like, it's going to happen. All the people who didn't want college football to become just a big money grab in itself, like we are where we are. Everything else, I mean, we put logos on the field. We put logos everywhere else. Might as well have a jersey patch.
Sam, Maddie, do you have a different take?
I mean, you knew it was coming at some point, but you just hope you don't turn into some European basketball team that has 1,000 logos all over their jersey type of thing.
No, but like the NBA does it, and I think there's some teams that strategically do it to align with their colors and align with their brand, and it makes sense. There's some teams that do a horrible job. There's some good ones Tennessee could do.
I'm trying to think in the NBA one, because as you're talking, like, because the NBA people are mad when they're like, hey, we're putting patches on the jersey. But I got to say, the fact they only do one, and it's right there, like on basically above the heart, it's like,
everyone's used to it. Like,
you got used to it pretty quickly, right? It doesn't really stand out. Now I'm trying to think if that's a good thing or bad thing that they don't stand out. Like, I know the Thunder do Loves, right? Loves truck stop.
Magic did Disney, like when they
Magic
first had
did
it.
Disney.
You know, like
The Hawks did like the YMCA /
Right.
like some like heart company for a while.
And then there's some organizations that do like their local, shout out and have some local place you've never heard of.
Yeah. The Clippers did. I want to say did the Clippers do Bumble for a while?
Yeah.
I feel like the Clippers did Bumble at the beginning of this, and then they might have actually maybe should have gone with the Shurion or whatever the hell that Aspiration, the one that was paying Kawhi Leonard all that money that maybe could have helped him avoid those scandals. But I think if college football can keep it to one jersey on the patch, like one jersey up on just one patch up there, they might be okay with it. But it does feel a little gross.
The Fan Run logo would look really good.
I don't think we can afford it.
That Adidas.
Yeah, I don't think we can afford it.
Maybe we can afford to put it on one jersey.
Find some walk on.
Yeah.
Which I guess has that been fully fleshed out and discussed? Like, is it like players are allowed their own sponsorships, or is it like a team, like school? Like,
I think it's school stuff.
Okay,
Yeah, that's a good point. What if you have a player that's sponsored for Gatorade, and then you put Powerade as your sponsor?
Well, they did that to Michael Jordan in the Olympics. He was obviously a big Nike athlete, and they were wearing, I can't remember if it was Reebok or Adidas, but like
put like the flag over the logo.
Yeah,
right?
he put the flag over it because he refused to be wearing it. Like, and they wouldn't let him take it off, so they just let him drape himself in the flag to cover up the logo. That way, there wouldn't be a iconic shot of Jordan wearing Reebok or Adidas or whichever one it was.
Made headlines. Nike made a ton of money from that.
Yeah.
What do we think our top logos are going to be for the Vols? Because Danny White is 100% going to do this. So,
well, I mean, they already got the money, so they got the big local sponsors. Pilot's already put their logo on the field.
Yeah.
Axel Logistics is all over like the basketball arena and the field, like the post game show and stuff, right? Food City gave them a new basketball arena.
Let's get a Garmin logo for Min Cow.
A Garmin logo. What is that? What is Garmin and Min Cow? What is that?
Min Cow's like the famous alumni of the school who created the Garmin. Are you familiar with?
No, I'm not.
What a Garmin
the GPS,
is? Like the GPS
device.
Well, that's where my mind goes with Garmin. Are those still important?
Well, they have like different. I think they have them now as like watches, kind of like an Apple Watch type of thing. But
I used to have a Garmin GPS in my car, but like then they all came on your phones, and
he's like a billionaire.
Yeah,
I think.
And he's a Vol.
Mm-hmm. Engineering buildings named after him.
Okay, I don't think I've ever heard
John D. Tickle.
I think they built like a new, like
another engineering building.
Does he have any sports affiliation? Any sports tie? Yeah.
I don't think so. Well, but I love his money.
Well, I was going to say, because I mean, in the past, you knew all the heavy hitters, the Pilot, even like Charlie Ergen, Dish Network, those things. And
I got
put
two
a
big
big
ones.
dish.
Go ahead,
Two
Matty.
good ones for you.
Okay.
Mouse's ear.
Smaller, on the smaller side. Mayfield Milk.
Okay.
Not a bad one.
Okay.
What about Omaha Productions?
Have Peyton cut a check?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Regal. You can put the Regal on there.
This little Regal crown. Okay.
Yeah. Again, Mouse's ear. What are some other great local businesses? There's that Chinese restaurant off Western Avenue. You can put their logo on it.
Here's my biggest problem with all of it. It's just that, hey, we're going to Food City's going to put their name on Thompson Bowling Arena. It's going to become the Food City Center. Everyone is really mad about that. I think life has come and gone, and it hasn't really changed anything, right?
Yep.
If you still want to call it TBA, call it TBA. I don't even really mind when people call it the Food City Center. Whatever. Pilot put their logo on the field. People are like, "Oh my God." It doesn't really bother me. It doesn't really stand out. It's okay.
They had a concert last night at the Food City Center, Thompson Bowling Arena.
What did they have last night?
Parker McCullum.
Okay.
Is his name. Country guy.
Did you give rides?
Yeah.
A lot of cowgirls out there?
There were a few, yeah.
I feel like the cowgirls really like him. I don't know how much I think he's I don't know if I think he's very good or not.
It
but
didn't feel like it was a sold-out crowd or anything based on the surge rates, but I know some people went over there.
But like in theory, these additions, these new revenue streams, the logos, selling your soul, they're supposed to preserve Neyland Stadium, right? That's what Pilot was supposed to be doing. Hey, we're preserving Neyland Stadium. Hey, Thompson Boling Arena, we're doing this for the basketball program. Hey, it's going to help basketball. Hey, all this is going to help. Meanwhile, like the fans are still getting milked pretty good, right? And a lot of the cost of the rising climate of college athletics is still coming down to the fans.
My nipples are raw because of Danny White.
So, like, if you're going to tell me the patches are going to, like, hey, this will alleviate some pressure on the fans, make them look like damn NASCAR jackets for all I care. Like, make the whole jersey look like a damn NASCAR car. I just put the whole jersey with 10 different logos if it'll make it more affordable for the fans, but we know that's not going to be the case. We know it's more just about getting more, not taking less.
I think I would have a problem if we had multiple sponsorship patches.
When you say you have a problem, what do you mean? You going to quit watching?
No, I'm not going to quit watching.
You going to write a strongly written letter?
I'll write a website post.
You reach out to your congressman?
Wouldn't be the first time I got Danny White's attention from a website post.
You going to call Marsha Blackburn?
Maybe.
Because if you say you have a problem with it, like, it's fine. Like, oh yeah, that displeases me. That annoys me a little bit, but then ultimately I'm going to get on with it and move on.
Well, I don't want to get to a point where we look tacky. Like
you're going to bend over and take it up the tailpipe.
We got to preserve our tradition, our history, our beautiful orange jerseys. Like, you can't have it. I don't want to look like a damn NASCAR shirt out there. One sponsorship patch, fine. But some might say it's a slippery slope. First you allow one, then you allow two. Then you allow four. Then you look like a damn joke.
So who would be your ideal sponsor, Cody? You got to pick one that comes to the mind.
The Hibachi Grill off Kingston Pike, the one over there by the jewelry television.
Does Money Monster have a logo?
Let's get some dollar signs on there. I mean, hell, Danny White's the real money monster. Sam, are you okay?
No.
Is it the Ryder Cup again?
Okay, because the look you just had looked like your girlfriend just broke up.
I mean,
with
we just
you.
lost our first match, and it was just pitiful. We had like a 3-foot putt to win the hole, and we missed it.
You heard some animal cruelty story.
Who missed it?
Yeah. Did you guys know that Barry Alvarez's son back in 1999 got charged with animal cruelty because he put a live parrot in a microwave?
Still not as bad as what John did to that cow, but
mine was a mercy kill. It was a mercy kill. Mercy kill.
It's not worse than what Money Monster does to Cody.
Yeah, that guy's
what did he do to you?
He's just crazy because he's unhinged. I mean, he's fun. I mean, we like him, but he's kind of wild.
Doesn't know Spanish.
You're saying Barry Alvarez's son put a parrot
microwaved
in
a parrot.
How old was he?
I think college.
Old enough to work a microwave.
Well, I mean, you can learn to work a microwave at 5 or 6. If it's a pet parrot, I feel like it'd still be hard to get one in there. But
there is a story from 1999. A University of Wisconsin student charged Thursday with cooking a live parrot in a microwave oven, apparently to get revenge against a fellow student, Chad Alvarez, 23 years old, son of the school's football coach, Barry Alvarez, charged with 1 count of intentional mistreatment of an animal resulting in death and was ordered to return to Dade County Circuit Court for a hearing June 1st.
Now, it said he got jail time for it.
Good. Microwaving a parrot?
This is a story I've never heard of.
I feel like that should make your dad get fired.
Yeah. How'd he last that long?
You're waking up at like 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Both your parents are asleep. You're 80 years old. You're like, oh, no food. What am I going to make? Oh, parrot.
Well, I don't think he was cooking it to eat it, Matty. I think he was, trying to get revenge. He only did 10 days behind bars.
I just imagine Barry Alvarez, like, losing sleep. He's got a game, like a real important game, and then he gets a call from his son. He's like, Dad,
what?
I microwaved a parrot. And he's like, huh?
20.
We've got Ohio State to beat. Son.
Is 23 years old too old to be hanging out in the frat house?
No, I mean,
okay.
I feel like it's not.
All right, just checking. I was asking.
Barry had to bail him out of jail?
Yeah, I don't know if he got bailed out. He had to do 10 days.
He did some time.
I would like to know what that son is up to now. How did he turn out?
Now works at the zoo. The local zoo.
Probably want a parole. Jeez.
Okay, well,
That's tough.
again, that was not me. I did not microwave a parrot or microwave a cow. It was a mercy kill.
Did the parrot die?
Yeah, it died.
Yeah. Wow. That's tough.
They can talk. I wonder if it was screaming. Help!
Probably one out of the microwave.
Help!
Yeah, there's really no.
Yeah, no more.
Trying to find a Polly want a cracker joke,
Yeah,
but I couldn't find it.
I don't think there's one there.
They knew it was him when the parrot repeated back that. No, see, that doesn't work.
More like Polly Firecracker.
Yeah, more like Polly wanted a crack in that microwave door. Yeah.
I keep workshopping it. Maybe next week it'll come to you.
Yeah, maybe.
Any interest in the NFL this weekend? Anything you're looking forward to, or is college football kind of trumping that? I gotta say, years ago I was all NFL whenever Tennessee sucked and the Titans are good. Now the roles have reversed, and I gotta say it's completely killed my larger interest in the NFL. I still love my NFL Sundays. Don't get me wrong, but I don't sit around all week thinking about matchups just because the Titans suck so bad and the Vols are good.
I have a few NFL notes I wanted to tell you about.
All right, hit me with your NFL notes.
Justin Fields has returned to practice and will start for the Jets if cleared.
Okay.
Sean Payton is not worried about Bo Nix. He says just keep firing. He'll be all right.
Is there an overall concern that we should have for Bo Nix? The second-year slump is real. Like you've seen C.J. Stroud go from promising rookie to a guy we don't really know about. That's kind of where we're at right now with Bo Nix. He ain't been good. He ain't been good through 3 weeks.
Bo Nix better than Penix.
I did see Michael Penix say, hey, my plan is I need to throw the ball to wide open receivers. I need to hit them.
So.
And you're like, yeah, it's a pretty good idea, man. That's a pretty good idea. Do that.
Robert Saleh says the Jags have a really advanced sign stealing system.
Yeah, what did he mean by that?
He says that apparently the McVay coaching tree is apparently very good at this, according to CBS sports writer George Johnji.
Was this really him trying to take a shot at Sean McVay? A 49ers guy trying to take a shot at a Ram? Is that really what this was?
Liam and his staff, a couple guys coming from Minnesota, they've got legally a really advanced sign stealing type system where they always find a way to put themselves in an advantageous situation. They do a great job of it. The formation, you try to find any nuggets you can. We got to be great with our signals.
If it's legal, I don't care.
They're almost elite in that regard.
If you're telling me that they're not getting out cameras or sending spies there, like Connor Stallions, and I have no issue with it. Yeah, pretty. I mean, Ravens, Chiefs. We already talked about it. Kind of a lame NFL weekend.
Is it?
It's all lame whenever you're a Titans fan.
Baker Mayfield says the Eagles' plan to beat the Heat is not going to work. He says it's not going to help them.
It's just hot.
It's hot down there.
Yeah, it's just hot.
Baker says the advantages for us, we're in Tampa. The Heat, they're not used to that. Stories that broke out about them coming down to Tampa a day early, I don't think that helps them. One day doesn't get you acclimated to this humidity.
Well, I think that is accurate.
Honestly, I think it makes them think about it more when they get down here earlier, he said. So
just show up on Saturday and just play. Get ready, get in the hotel, come out on Sunday. That probably is the game of the weekend, though, right? Eagles at Bucks.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I know Ravens, Chiefs, the national game of the weekend, but that's just from the preseason and the quarterback star power. Both those teams 1-2 right now. The Eagles and Bucks, both 3-0. We're talking about ranked matchups in college football this weekend. Eagles, Bucks, a battle of undefeated teams. That's the only one this weekend. Like already, we're kind of running out of undefeated 3-0 teams. We're going to lose one for sure between the Eagles and Bucks. And I think in that game, and really this entire weekend, Baker Mayfield's got the most to gain. Whether or not the Heat's going to have to help them beat the Eagles, whatever. We know they've won, 19 of their last 20 games. The trio of Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, and A.J. Brown have never lost. The three of them together, whenever they are able to actually play a game together. The only game they've lost in the last, 19 last 20 was a game Jalen Hurts got knocked out in the first quarter.
I think the Colts and Rams could be fun. That's a couple of pretty good teams.
Colts and Rams could be fun, but for me, if Baker Mayfield beats the Eagles, I think we got to start taking Baker Mayfield seriously as a top 6 quarterback, but also as a MVP candidate this year. Like, I think this is big for like an MVP candidacy because they've won 3 games in kind of ugly, dramatic fashion, but they've gotten 3 game-winning drives out of Baker in all 3 of them. So, like, you start putting that resume together, and now you beat the standard in the NFC, you get that win. I think that would go a long way to kind of putting him in that MVP conversation.
Their team was really banged up last week too.
Yeah.
I saw their offensive line, like none of their 5 players were playing their natural position on the line.
Yep.
Mike Evans goes down.
Yep.
No Godwin still. Like,
I feel like they're winning really close, though, against bad teams. And, like, I know it's the NFL, so, you just win at the end of the day. But
I think that's helping Baker's MVP candidacy.
Yeah, we said that all last year
Yeah.
with the Chiefs winning one possession games,
yeah,
one after
that's
another.
true. That's true.
That Chiefs team didn't end up being like, as elite as we thought, and they got embarrassed in the Super Bowl. But the point is, they made the Super Bowl. Yeah, like I think a quarterback getting that clutch label is sometimes more valuable than just winning, games by 17 points, 14 points.
I love Igbuka.
Well, he's going to be the main guy this weekend.
It's
his chance to kind of step up and be that number 1 receiver.
He's a future star. Or he may already be a star.
I was going to say, I feel like he's been a star already just through 3 weeks. Now, the overall number is only 14 catches, but 3 touchdowns already and some pretty crazy catches last week in that game on the sideline.
Pretty wild to think that either Kansas City or Baltimore will be 1-3 at the end of this game. But somebody is going to be vastly disappointed.
Ravens, 2.5-point favorites at home. I know the Chiefs ain't look good. I get it, but like it's crazy to me that you can get plus money, plus points on Patrick Mahomes back against the wall at home. Isn't this the same discussion we have basically every January in the playoffs? Like Patrick Mahomes is going to win this game.
It'd be hard for me to bet against Patty and Arrowhead. I mean,
but at the same time, the Ravens, are they really going to fall to 1-3?
Somebody's going to.
Somebody's going to.
But isn't it kind of hard to imagine Kansas City being 1-3? I mean, I think Baltimore's a much better team, but with it being an Arrowhead, man, they do have some magic there.
The primetime games this week. I told you the national game of the week, 425, Ravens Chiefs. We'll all get that. Packers Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. And then a Monday night doubleheader, Jets-Dolphins. Gross. 0-6, Jets-Dolphins. And then 8:15, Bengals-Broncos.
Kind of gross, too, since the Bengals don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, yeah.
Green Bay at Dallas, I mean, that's, Micah Parsons going back. I mean,
there's some star power there, too, when you throw in Jerry, of course, and the narrative, the rivalry. So that'll be a fun Sunday night presentation. We'll see if the game's any damn good. We'll see if the Cowboys can get any stops. There's your NFL slate for the weekend. Sam, Titans-Texans. Titans gonna start some winning ways here?
No.
There's 3 winnable games coming up. All of a sudden, it could be back to 500.
At this point, I just hope we look worse so Brian Callahan can just look like more of an ass every single week and get it over with.
We talked about with the Arkansas fans rooting against Pittman. You're rooting against the Titans, huh?
Never thought I'd say it, but honestly, yeah. Just let Cam Ward look solid and lose the football game and let Brian Callahan do some more dumb stuff by halftime.
Last call on the other side. Game predictions. Cody's been right about everything this year. We'll get him. I'm still waiting on that 8.5 Missouri thing you told me you're going to show me.
I'll pull it up sometime after the show.
Yeah, let's do it on the show.
Well, I don't know my login information.
You don't know how to log into your account?
Not off the top of my head, no. I have a note.
But you'll know how once we get off the show?
Yeah, I have a notepad, but it's at home. It's got my password on it.
You can hit forgot password, and it'll send it to you.
I don't want to do all that. Then you got to go in an email, and I don't know my email password. So,
Sounds like Missouri wasn't minus 8.5. Sounds like that was a lie. Last call on the other side is Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Now through the end of the year, we're offering half-price whitening with a cleaning. That's right, half-price whitening with a routine teeth cleaning at Knoxville Smiles. Call today to set up your appointment. 865-539-1776. That's 865-539-1776. Or book online at KnoxvilleSmiles.com. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
It's football time at Tennessee, so crack open a cold beer that doesn't fumble the flavor. Garage Beer is 100% beer-flavored beer. No gimmicks, just cold beer. Built for bonfires, backyards, and beating Bama. Garage Beer is proud to be brewed right here in the Volunteer State. So pick up a 12-pack today and look for the drive celebrating Football Fridays at select Garage Beer headquarters around town this fall. American-owned, Tennessee-brewed Garage Beer. 100% beer-flavored beer.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies, acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
With over 60 years of experience in the industry, Merritt Garage Doors has a wealth of expertise in commercial overhead doors in the East Tennessee area. Merritt offers a wide range of door styles like sectionals, rolling steel, high-speed, and sheet doors. They also supply and install a wide range of dock equipment. If your business is in need of overhead doors, no matter the type, look no further than Merritt Garage Door, Knoxville's best and most trusted overhead door company. Contact them anytime for a free estimate at 865-933-5319 or online at merrittgaragedoor.com.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold wave filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Graham, want to remind you, if you're looking for a place to watch the game, you can watch it with the Fan Run crew tomorrow at Barley's in the Old City, a jam-packed college football weekend. Come out, enjoy some Jameson. We'll have some drink specials going on for Jameson.
Here.
Here. To Gaelic football.
To American football. I just swallowed a Zen.
Doing that?
It really burned. No, but right before we came back on.
Mm-hmm. Maddie, what do we miss so far today? What do you want to talk about?
Well, somebody said Buc-ee's could be a possible logo for Tennessee.
A beaver, just what.
No, we can't sell it. We're a pilot family. We can't have we're a pilot university. I know you're one of these damn transplants from Florida, and you don't understand the history of the Vols, but Pilot has been fueling the Vols for a long time, Maddie. Okay,
Pilot.
Yeah, we ain't doing no damn Buc-ee's.
Pilot.
We're a pilot family.
But
a pilot
they
flying
put a
J.
Buc-ee's inside of Neyland Stadium, like a small one.
No, pilot.
You know, Maddie, the largest Buc-ee's, actually the largest gas station in the world is right down the road. Do you know that? The one at Sevierville. They're building a bigger one in Texas.
That's the largest gas station in the world. That can't be true.
Up the road.
Is it up the road?
It's not down the road, is it?
Wouldn't it be south of here slightly?
Is it? Oh, maybe I'm.
Well,
the idiot
I mean,
here.
I could be wrong, but for you
That's-
being Mr. Well, actually, let's take a look.
That can't be right. That's the largest gas station.
It is.
In my head, you're still traveling north. Have you gone far enough to where it starts circling back down? This could be big egg on my face.
Costco's a gas station. Costco sells gas, and I'd be willing to bet that they're much bigger than.
They're not, Maddie. I'm telling you the truth. Google it.
I refuse to believe that. I get on the road going still like northeast, and then I end up down by the time I get to exit 407. I refuse to believe that is south.
It's not
From
down,
here,
but it's definitely not like it's pretty lateral from where we're at.
From where we're at right now, you're correct.
Okay.
But
It is north.
I refuse to
Surely
believe it's
isn't
south.
Yeah.
I-40 exit 408 would be north.
It's not super north though. You know, I mean, it's not like you're headed.
No, yeah, sure. But I just refuse to believe it was south.
Now, if you're actually in Knoxville proper, it's a lot closer, but we are south of Knoxville here. So, so you're right. Congratulations.
And what about the size of it?
The size is 100%.
That cannot be true.
Google it. It is the largest gas station in the world.
In the world?
But that's got to be an exclusive gas station.
Where is the biggest gas station in the world? The biggest gas station in the world, according to this, is just AI overview. I'll have to look. It says Luling, Texas, 75,000 square feet of space.
Now is
120 gas pumps and numerous employees.
Well, Texas was building the new
This location opened in June of 24 and took the title from a location in Tennessee.
There you go.
So you were wrong.
Well, I said that they were building a bigger one. I didn't know it.
Did you end up logging into that account?
You said it was the largest one in the world. It's not the largest one in the world.
Well, it was the largest one in the world.
Which means it's not.
I literally said when I said it that they're building a bigger one in Texas.
I'm pretty sure when when the new one got really unveiled in Kodak, they called it like the biggest one in the world, and Texas Immediate was like, we're building a bigger one.
Yeah.
Hold my beer.
That's exactly what happened.
Hold my Lone Star.
Only other thing I got is Wilbon saying Bruce Pearl was a divisive coach. Did you hit on that?
Yeah, Wilbon was mad about Bruce Pearl, and I thought it was funny just in the sense that Wilbon was so fired up about Bruce Pearl, and then Tony Kornheiser just like, I've always liked him. He's a good guest. And that was just kind of part of the interruptions last 10 years rolled up into one, like Wilbon becoming angry man yelling at the clouds, but Kornheiser just being like, he was funny. He was always nice to us.
That Buc-ee's in Luling is very close to where I stayed when I was down there.
All right, let's go around the room. Your score predictions. Cody, who's been right about everything except Missouri covering and the Buc-ee's and Johnson are wearing Sevierville.
I was not wrong about that.
Being the biggest one. You called it the largest one in the world, bro.
It was. I was very clear.
You
when I
told
said
Maddie it was currently the largest one in the world. That's what you said.
But when I said it, I mentioned
You said it
they're
5
building a
minutes
bigger
ago.
one in Texas. I didn't know it had already opened, but I knew there was going to be a
So
bigger
you
one.
were giving fake news.
It was true news a year ago.
You gave it 5 minutes ago. If you had said it a year ago, I wouldn't come back and say gotcha. Anyways, give me your score prediction.
My score prediction for the Mississippi State game, I think we're going to be in a tough game. I think it's going to be a sweat. Why did I see 10.5 on the ESPN pick'ems I did?
For Mississippi State, Tennessee?
Yeah.
Because that's what it opened up at.
Okay. And then it went down.
Yes.
We're sitting at
Wow,
7.5.
so they only give you
right
the
now.
opening line on the pick'em. They don't give you when it adjusts throughout the week.
The pick'em I don't know what pick'em he's talking about. The confidence poll we do is not against the spread.
I'm talking about the ESPN pick.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing, but the current
It's against the
spread.
spread.
Yeah, the current spread's 7.5.
Okay, well, I guess whatever it opens at is what you pick. I put Mississippi State plus 10.5 on that one.
Can you give me a damn score prediction?
Yeah, I think we'll win by 7, 8, 9, or 10. I'm gonna go Tennessee. Let's go 38-30.
38-30. Okay, so you really don't believe in the defense at all, Samuel.
This score's been in my head all week. I got Tennessee 34, Mississippi State 27.
34-27. Maddie?
Closer game than people think. First real road test for Aguilar in Tennessee, 31-24 Volunteers.
31-24.
So we're all at 7 or 8.
It's a pretty good number. I mean,
I do think the hook kind of kills us in this game at 7.5.
I think it's going to be just a little higher score.
So real quick, you said 38. You said
34.
You said 34. And you said
31.
31.
I'd slam that over. That's not an official pick, but that's probably what I'll do.
38-24 is what I've had in my head. They might come through the back door on you, maybe. But, like, I think Tennessee's going to score at least 38 points. Like, that's kind of my new baseline. We got to readjust to being an offensive team again. We'll get the 30s. 38's kind of been where I'm thinking. It'd be nice to get the 40s. It'd be nice to make a big offensive statement. Talking about Baker Mayfield's MVP opportunities, I think Joey Aguilar's got maybe not a chance to submit himself as like the Heisman favorite or anything with this because of how many good games are this weekend. Like Dante Moore and Drew Aller and them have more of a showcase, but a big statistical game from Aguilar could get him kind of still right there in that top 3. That'll do it for us. The Tony Basilio Show coming up next. Stay locked in on Fan Run Radio.
The flagship station for Tennessee football. Fans. Fan Run Radio.
Yeehaw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues. Every bet type you can imagine. Live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-88-99789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
The Vols are headed to Starkville, and the Drive is headed back to the Casual Pint North Shore. Join Fan Run Radio for another Football Friday live broadcast of the Drive at the Casual Pint North Shore this Friday from 3 to 6. We'll have cold drinks, hot eats, and the best sports convo around as we get ready for the Vols in Mississippi State. It's the Drive, live this Friday at the Casual Pint North Shore, 2045 Thunderhead Road in the Blue Building next to Soccer Taco.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Inward Half is committed to the game and the memorable moments that happen in between. From the tee box to the tailgate, from the green to the big game. For the first birdie with Dad, the first big win with Mom. Friday night lights, Saturday superstitions, Sunday traditions. Fall into the comfort and unparalleled performance of Inward Half. This fall, enjoy the walk-in.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio. You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Bino, I don't know about you, but I'm fired up, focused, and prepared today, and here's why. I just saw the great Russell Smith, who came down here, a surprise visit. I mean, we just love him. You know you're going to have a great day when you're in the presence of Dubsy, Bino.
There's no question. Tony, I told him I listened to you guys on the way home after I left early.
Yep.
Fantastic. I forgot how good you guys are on the air together.
Well, you know, I did too, and I told him we ought to either do a podcast or he ought to come on with me on Mondays and Fridays. But he already has another
exactly
job.
Right.
He already has another job, and he does it better
That's
than
the same thing I was thinking.
And he does it better. He does it better than I do. Bino, this is one of the great weekends in my remembrance of college football. This is what it's all about right here, man.
Yeah, it's a fantastic slate, Tony. It was, my mother's birthday is October the 12th.
Right.
And that was a weekend that we always got together to watch football as a family and celebrate her birthday. And it was always the best weekend of the slate. This one is like that one used to be.
I mean, it's just what's weird about college football is can't they spread these things out? See, that's why I think you need a commissioner over the whole thing. And each week you ought to have 4 or 5 really good games, right? This thing here, I mean, I don't know what it is you do or don't do or what you take or don't take, but, man, I'm going to be up from pillar to post, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this is amazing.
Thinking about all the great commissioners that are out there,
yeah,
we're going to add another one.
Well, I mean, we need a commissioner of college football. Look at folks filing in here already, Bino.
It's beautiful.
They're not going to be deterred. I mean, look,
no.
It's a road game. We're going to fill this place up today.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Kurt will be down here from the Lady Vols later on this hour. They've got a game tonight. The Lady Vols do, as they're going to be taking on A&M. It's a 7 o'clock start over at the Regal Soccer Stadium, which is Regal, by the way. And the Lady Vols are climbing in Regal Air. But we'll talk with Joe Kurt about their start. And Bino, you and I might need to get out and see them. The Lady Vols are third in America right now, and it's pretty serious business for them. There's a lot of winning going on UT's campus. Let me draw from the Ryder Cup here. The Americans are getting drugged. And, y'all, if we could get the Ryder Cup on out here, that would be awesome. Somebody, if we could put it on USA Network, I don't know. Bino, I might entrust that to you during our timeout. Those Europeans came into a tough crowd today up there in New York. You know how those New Yorkers are.
Yeah.
And those New Yorkers were getting all over those guys today. Somebody screamed some pretty good profanity at Rory McIlroy yesterday when they were out there warming up, and he was like, whoa. They went right out there today and took that crowd right out of that deal. Now, it looks like they're going to win 3-1 here to start. And they after like 7 or 8 holes, one match was 3 down, 2 down, 2 down. The other one was even. Bottom line is this. That's what you got to do when you go on the road in this league. I don't want to hear cowbells in the second quarter tomorrow. We do not need for those people to have life tomorrow. That's the whole idea.
No, we need that to be as loud as it's going to be right off the top and then kind of go down as we go.
We were talking last – and by the way, winners and losers will be up next. We have an hour-long edition of the program presented by Dos Equis /VIP play. But the truth about what's going on this weekend is that tomorrow, first quarter line in that game, both teams combined, Bino, I think it's like 15.5 points. What would you play? Both teams are so good on their scripts.
Yeah.
Our pass defense is going to give up plays tomorrow. It just is.
Yeah.
Their offensive line struggles. The question is, are we going to get home early and force whatever it is we force, or are they going to make big plays on us early like they've been doing with everybody?
Yeah, both teams have kind of overwhelmed their opponents in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Outscoring them, both teams, outscoring them by huge amounts. So, it seems to pretend that you're going to have a high-scoring first quarter. No, I don't trust our defense. What I do trust is that we're going to go out there offensively and do pretty much. I know they're ranked highly defensively, but they also gave up a ton of rushing yards to Arizona State. That's not a good sign when you're playing Tennessee.
No, they're going to get their wig split. I believe that the spirit of Mark Henry, somebody going to get their wig split tomorrow.
I think the fact that they're obviously much better than they've been.
Sure they are.
I think Tennessee goes down there wide awake.
As we've been saying this week on the air, and then we're going to take a timeout and get Hughie in here, but they're emblematic of a league that everybody's investing in it.
Yeah.
Like Lee was on with us last night. What people don't realize about Vanderbilt is Vanderbilt's got a bunch of guys 21, 22, 23 years old out there. They spent money on those guys.
Yeah, they did.
And they went to all different levels of football. And then C was reminding us yesterday that this quarterback that's going to play for Ole Miss tomorrow, and they're favored against LSU, is allegedly a backup quarterback. Now, have you seen this dude play, this Trinidad Chris Chambliss?
I have.
He can play.
Yes, he can.
Trinidad Chris Chambliss can play. And they're going to be he played at Ferris State last year, Bino. Now, you talk about – here's my thing about Joey football, and I'm not trying to diminish Joey football. I'm not. It's a great story. How many guys have given the opportunities down through the years – instead of these five-star guys that are coddled like the Nikos of the world and have their rear ends kissed by the time they're 11, could get in that offense and do what that guy's doing? I would venture to say there's a bunch of them out there. Now, very few get the chance, and this guy's gotten the chance. I put in the bottom of the blog today, Bino, this guy's in Brian Maurer's signing class.
Yeah.
Do you even remember what Brian Maurer looks like?
No, I don't.
It's mind-boggling, right?
Brian, the guy that landed on his head.
That's
kinda,
him.
Yeah.
Guy that gave
Boy,
himself.
that's a long time ago.
Isn't
was
it?
a long time.
Isn't it?
But was that against Mississippi
It was
State?
against Mississippi State, a self-suplex. You're exactly right.
Yeah.
He suplexed
that
himself.
just came to me. Well, I think there are a ton of guys that could do it, Tony, by the time they're in their fourth, fifth season.
That's right.
I don't think there's many that could do it in their first or second.
And that's why there's a robust, honest conversation to be had as an SEC team. When you watch Pavi and you watch this kid, are you better off going especially when they go to the fifth year thing, which they're going to. C said yesterday they're going to vote on it in October, middle of October, and they're going to ratify that. They're just going to do it. At that point, I will predict to you that half the quarterbacks in this league are going to be that type of guy. They're going to go somewhere. They're going to start somewhere, or SEC schools are going to get involved with them when they're young, and they're going to park them at a place and then bring them when they're ready to play. Because this Pavia guy, hey, man, last year when he threw all those interceptions, that prepared him for this. When he played on that bad team and they were getting hammered and he was having to throw the ball around and trying to survive and all that stuff. This thing is this has become a really interesting sport all of a sudden. And it's a year-to-year thing.
Yeah. I think you have to use that more as a bridge than you do as a practice, just simply because if you go that route, you got to hit every time, and you're going to have to do it basically on a yearly basis.
But if you think about it, if you think about it, Bino, if you think about it, Bino's getting gifts. I love that. Thank you, ma'am.
It's that'd be good for the
Amachi tailgate. Thank you, ma'am. We'll give it to the kids. God bless you for that. Thank you, sweetie. That's a great contribution right there. Somebody just brought a shirt. You know, that's a good idea. If you have something that kids could wear, bring it down to us. Thank you. That never even crossed my alleged mind. Come back on the other side. Hughie Bear joins us, and he's presented by our friends at Gufan Moving and Storage. We're live on the deck here. Calhoun's on the river. The rain's going to hold off, I've been told.
Yeah.
I had a conversation with God today. The rain's done, and we're going to have a beautiful, beautiful day. Come out and join us. And Laura today, when she was helping me with the equipment, because I'm still not picking things up, she said, man, it feels like fall out here. Feels really good, doesn't it?
It does.
We're going to continue with more on the other side right after this.
Are you searching for a great local coffee? I'm Billy with Grade A Grounds. You can buy our freshly roasted coffee online and support a good cause with every sip. Great coffee, greater causes. Visit our website today, gradeagrounds.com.
You got to dream about buying some land and building on that land. Well, Waterside Contracting is your ticket. 25 years of making dreams come true, Michael Scott. For hundreds in our area, custom homes or remodels, Waterside Contracting will build on your lot. They do incredible work all over the area. Structural integrity, quality without compromise. It's a way of life at Waterside Contract. Check out the wonderful work Waterside does. WatersideContractingLLC.com. When it's time for your dreams to come true. Quality without compromising. Waterside Contracting. Preparing food for a big gathering can really take it out of you. That's why you need to call Calhoun's and check out their selection of party platters. Whether you're hosting a party for the big game, a reunion, or just an everyday gathering, a Calhoun's party platter is next level. Choose from Calhoun's always excellent chicken tenders. Fly with Calhoun's wings or boneless wings with a variety of dipping sauces. Award-winning next-level melt-in-your-mouth barbecue ribs or delicious spinach artichoke dip, or get one of each. Plus, if you're doing burgers or sandwiches, Calhoun's has lots of side dishes like spinach Maria, baked cinnamon apples, Smoky Mountain baked beans, or creamy coleslaw. Available in pints, quarts, and gallons. And to finish things off, pick up one of Calhoun's great desserts to go, including homemade cheesecake or key lime pie. Calhoun's, simply your go-to party headquarters. With 9 locations all over East Tennessee, you can order online and just pick it up. Calhoun's, one of the Copper Cellar family of restaurants, along with Chesapeake's, Copper Cellar, Corner 16, Cherokee Grill, and Smoky Mountain Brewery. Eat local, eat good. When it's time for your next move, you want to get your precious belongings from point A to point B with your peace of mind intact. That's why you need to call my friends at Gouffon Moving and Storage, East Tennessee's moving legend. Gouffon Moving and Storage has been helping East Tennesseans move since 1887. That's 138 years, 5 generations. That's even longer than the Dooley, Jones, and Pruitt era combined. Gouffon Moving and Storage, pro movers, serving Knoxville, surrounding areas, and interstate moves too, both residential and commercial. And we'll provide you with personalized service that other corporate movers simply cannot. We know how to move all types of items. We pay careful attention to our clients' valuables. Your satisfaction as a customer is our absolute priority. As the oldest continually owned and operated family moving business in the United States, when it's time for your next move, it's Gouffon Moving and Storage. And storage, it's secure and vaulted. Our newest offering of commercial storage logistics, we offer receiving, storage, and delivery services for all your business logistic needs. See more at Gouffon.com. That's Gouffon.com. Or check out the link at tclub.team. When it's time for your next move, East Tennessee's moving legend, Gouffon Moving and Storage.
Why limit great savings to just one weekend? This year, our Labor Day special lasts all month long. It's the September Smart Comfort event from Pipe Wrench Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. This month only, enjoy valuable home comfort upgrades at no extra cost when you install a new HVAC system or water heater to prepare your home for the colder months ahead. This September, you can get a free furnace upgrade with qualifying HVAC system installation or free sediment filter with water heater installation. Pipe Wrench is your partner for energy-efficient and cost-effective upgrades that keep your family comfortable and safe year-round. We make it easy with free on-site estimates for replacements and free second opinions on repairs. And if budgets are tight, we offer flexible payment plans including 0% financing with credit approval. No rush, no stress, just smart seasonal savings for HVAC or water heater installations until the end of September. Call Pipe Wrench at 865-264-8090 or book online at pipewrench.com to schedule your appointment today. And as always, same-day service guaranteed or the visit is free.
Life never stops moving. And between the 30-minute commutes, daycare pickups, weekly soccer practice, Tuesday night yoga, X number of coffee runs, and that weekend trip to grandma's, you're racking up the miles. What you need is a tire that can keep up. A tire designed for doers. A tire that's going to last. Like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire. With an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety and comfort you expect, you can forget all about the miles ahead and focus on getting your destination or conquering your to-do list. Fleet Tire, I-275 exit 1B at East Woodland Avenue in Knoxville. That's Fleet Tire, I-275 exit 1B at East Woodland Avenue in Knoxville. Fleet Tire.
Inward Half is committed to the game and the memorable moments that happen in between. From the tee box to the tailgate, from the green to the big game. For the first birdie with Dad, the first big win with Mom. Friday night lights, Saturday superstitions, Sunday traditions. Fall into the comfort and unparalleled performance of Inward Half. This fall, enjoy the walk-in.
Are you tired of hiding your smile because of crooked teeth? At Knoxville Smiles, we've got the perfect solution. Invisalign. No metal, no wires, just clear, comfortable aligners that straighten your teeth without anyone noticing. Eat what you want, smile with confidence, and see results in as little as 6 months. Call us today for more information about Invisalign, 865-539-1776. Or just visit us online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Out-of-town law firms have been swarming into East Tennessee lately. From Memphis, Chattanooga, and Birmingham, they've stormed into the area. Wouldn't you rather do business with a local firm? You know, a true neighbor. Marcos Garza and the pros at the Garza Law Firm are just that. There are neighbors and friends that support local causes year-round. The Garza Law Firm works to serve you professionally on criminal matters, injuries and accident matters, and Social Security and disability filings. The Garza Law Firm is here for you at garzalaw.com. The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
T to the B back with you. I love it. Loving it live. It is an incredible, unbelievable Andy Mack kind of Friday. Let's bring the great Mike Huguenin in without further ado and jumping right in here. Hugie Bear, I welcome you in. I usually get you to grade the card. If you don't call this thing an A+, Hugie, we got big trouble in Little China, my man.
Yeah, this is a great weekend. This is an A weekend, obviously. Two really good games at 7:30 Eastern. Some good stuff at 3:30. The noon games aren't great, but there's enough to get you interested. But yeah, the 7:30 games, especially Oregon Penn State, that is something I'm already looking forward to.
Well, big game James is going to be out in full force tomorrow, ladies and germs. Old big game James. As we're live today here, Calhoun's on the river. Where we be? Is there a more beautiful sight in the world than this? I'm not sure. Even when the Vols are away, I look down there at Neyland Stadium. I think about the implications tomorrow. Hugie, let's start there. That Mississippi State team, who you told me was straight trash.
Yeah, I'm shocked that they're unbeaten. But I think Tennessee is fine tomorrow. Mississippi State, I'm not sure about their defense still. I think Tennessee I don't think Tennessee's sweating in the fourth quarter.
Gufon Moving and Storage presents the great Mike Huguenin. They've been at it 138 years, the oldest continually owned and operated family moving business in the United States of America. Shout out to Taylor. He's the fifth generation, carrying on a legacy that includes taking care of you, your valuables, your possessions, hundreds, if not thousands of East Tennesseans, thousands and thousands down through the years, moving here, moving there. And now they've got some stuff for the businessman. I'm going to tell you about that momentarily. But Hugie, let's go off script here before I turn it over to Beanstar. Give me a couple of sleeper games tomorrow that you're looking forward to.
Well, I don't know if Auburn, Texas A&M is sleeper, but I think that's a very intriguing game. Auburn, you could argue the refs did Hugh Freeze dirty last weekend. Texas A&M, their offense looks a lot better than I thought it was going to be with Marcel Reed. That's just a very intriguing game in the SEC. I don't think neither one of those teams is title worthy in the SEC, but I think both could get to 8 or 9 wins. I think A&M thinks they can get to 10. I don't think that, but I think that's sort of a interesting game. Notre Dame, Arkansas could very well be Sam Pittman's last game. They're off next week, and their remaining schedule is just incredibly difficult. And Indiana, Iowa. Iowa still plays really good defense, still has an atrocious offense. Indiana coming off that just incredible beatdown of Illinois. Is Indiana really that good? And we're going to find out more about that tomorrow.
Mike, we're seeing kind of a new dynamic with the super expansion of the Big Ten and the ACC, where teams have to travel all the way across the country to play a regular season football game. And, I mean, tomorrow alone you got USC that's going to travel to Illinois. You got Ohio State going out to Washington. And there's you got Oregon coming to Penn State.
You got Cal going to Boston College.
Yeah, I've been trying to track that a little bit, and so far these teams traveling those long distances haven't done real well.
And I think it's going to get worse as the season goes on. I mean, we're still in September. I don't think making a cross-country trip in late October or early November is going to work out very well. The whole situation. I think everybody agrees. If you take, the games on Saturday in college football are phenomenal. The games, whenever they're played in college basketball, phenomenal. But then you take a step back and you realize that this is ludicrous. These aren't pro players. These are 18, 19, 20-year-old guys who are getting paid. I get that. The idea that I go to school in Berkeley and I'm going to play a game in Boston, that's stupid. Oh, I go to school in Columbus, but I'm playing a game in Seattle. It's ridiculous. I go to school in Eugene, but I'm playing a game in State College, Pennsylvania, and there's no easy way to get to State College, Pennsylvania. The whole thing it's asinine, frankly. And we all know the money is the reason. But yeah, I think as the season goes on, you get tired. Obviously, you get more tired. You get more beat up. I think those cross-country trips later in the season are going to be even more problematic for the teams making the long trek.
Hey, Bino, think about those fan bases, too. That's the other thing. I remember the late, great Mike Slive I was interviewing. I interviewed him one time, and I said, this is when they brought A&M into the league. Thank you, Audrey. Audrey over there in the island, ladies and gentlemen, making it possible. You all take care of Audrey. Audrey's next level. Bino, I remember talking to Slive, and he said, yeah, it's geographic integrity having Texas A&M in the league. And I thought to myself, in what world? But what
did we know?
Yeah, what the Big Ten did is say, hold my beer, and then the stupid ACC, I guess they had to do it, or those teams had to do it to find a landing spot. But how Stanford fans are in the Atlantic Coast Conference? I mean, that's the most disingenuous thing in the world. But Bino's right. Hey, tomorrow, this Julian Sayin guy's got to go, and he's not a very experienced quarterback. Played the Texas game, but other than that, not real challenged. Kind of like our guy. He's got to go on the road tomorrow to a hostile environment. Our guy has to go to a hostile road game that's a few hours down the road. This guy's got to go all the way across the country to Washington, and they're laying 8.5. And from a gambling perspective, Hughie, that is a very interesting game tomorrow, man.
Yeah, and my assumption is that the spread reflects that. I think I think that's still a high spread, but I think obviously if that were a neutral site game, Ohio State might be favored by 10.5 or even 11. But yeah, I think there is. If you put money on that game, is Ohio State better than Washington? Yes. Washington has a good quarterback, though. Washington's playing at home. Husky Stadium can get quite loud. And you're right. This is Julian Sayin's first big game on the road. The whole thing is, we're talking about football where they play one game a week. I mean, college basketball is even worse. I mean, you could be Cal and playing in Boston on a Saturday and then in Miami on a Wednesday, then you go back to campus. You're gone for a week. The whole thing is, again, it's asinine, and you also wonder how. Yeah, I think there's no question, but that those long travel trips for college players, you're not going to see Ohio State at its best tomorrow. The concern, if I'm a Buckeye, is if we're playing, we're not going to be at our best, but can we still beat Washington? I think the answer is yes, but again, I think Ohio State's going to have some trouble. I think unless Washington coughs it up 3 or 4 times.
Mike, a little bit closer to home. Alabama travels to Georgia, and Alabama's dominated this series. I think they've won 8 of the last 9. But you look at Alabama, and
They're a team that went 1-3 on the road last year. Not the same program. I don't believe that ran out that 8 out of the last 9.
Yeah, I think the Kirby Smart's 1-6 against Alabama. That one game was the national title game, the one win. But Alabama. Everybody's talking about Ty Simpson. That dude is on fire. Well, yeah, he played Louisiana Monroe and Wisconsin. The last time Alabama played a team with a pulse was the opener, and Florida State beat them up at the line of scrimmage. So. Georgia's got problems on its offensive line. 2 true freshmen could start tomorrow, which is sort of mind-blowing considering all the recruiting wins that Kirby Smart has. And I guess it was John Stinchcomb sort of called out he called out players and coaches saying, the former Georgia offensive lineman, why are we playing 2 true freshmen on the offensive line? That means some of these guys that are getting paid aren't really playing all that well, and he's exactly right. But I think the Georgia defensive line, if Alabama had problems with Florida State's defensive line, they're going to have problems with Georgia's defensive line. So I think Georgia wins. To me, the key 7:30 game is Oregon-Penn State, because that game I have questions about who's going to win. I have 0 questions that Georgia beats Alabama. 0.
I'm wondering why the line wasn't a little bit higher in this Georgia-Alabama game. I think Georgia's been about a 2.5-point favorite the entire time, and seems like that they should be more of a favorite than that at home.
Yeah, why is Alabama ranked 17th in the country? They've beaten Louisiana Monroe and Wisconsin. Wisconsin is atrocious. I mean, they are horrible. And it's because of the name on the jersey, the Alabama name on the jersey. So if you replace Alabama with Mississippi State, the exact same team could be called Mississippi State, they'd be playing in Athens, and Georgia would be a 13-point favorite. It's sort of I don't want to say bias, but it's brand bias. Let's put it that way. I think Alabama, until they're really, really bad, is always going to get the benefit of the doubt. But again, I have no doubt that Georgia wins. Gunnar Stockton.
You're going to have some doubt tomorrow night.
Grew up big time against the Vols. Yes, the Georgia defense, the secondary has some problems.
They're terrible.
I'm not sure that the Alabama offensive line can block the Georgia pass rush. I have no question that Georgia wins, which of course means Alabama's going to win.
That's exactly right.
I think Georgia. I don't see Alabama winning this game, and I think Ty Simpson. The idea that this guy, Kirby Smart, said he's playing as well as any quarterback in the country. Well, if you play against Louisiana Monroe and Wisconsin, yeah, you should be putting up great numbers.
Hey, Bino, Hughie's going to be regretting that tomorrow night, because Alabama is going to throw the ball all over them tomorrow. That Georgia team I saw in here,
that secondary is bad.
It's really bad.
Or not, I'm not sure bad. It's got questions, but
they're going to get carved up. They're going to get carved up tomorrow.
And my assumption is they make a few subtle changes and maybe even a lineup change. Though Kirby Smart talking about his lineup is not going to happen. But I would not be surprised if there's a new player in the Georgia secondary.
Hey guys,
again, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know if Alabama's offensive line can handle Georgia's defense.
Hey, Hughie, baby, lay this on me here, because it's time for your mover of the week. My friends over at Guffaw Moving and Storage have been at it since 1887. They present Mike Huguenin on a Friday, live today here at Calhoun's. You think about it, 1887, 138 years, longer than the Dooley, Jones, and Pruitt era felt like as we lived through them, because that felt like 100 years of volunteers there. But the bottom line is this. Those of you that are in the business side of things, they've got secure vaulted storage, their newest offering, commercial storage logistics. They offer receiving, they offer storage and delivery services for your business logistic needs. You check out the link over at tclub.team or go to goofon.com. Shout out Matt Dixon today, who wrote an incredible report on the Mississippi State game tomorrow. Matt, shout you out. And Orange Throat with a great report as well today. And Brian Hartman is better in games. Speaking of games, explain to me how Ole Miss has a backup quarterback going tomorrow and they're favored against LSU. Somebody explain that to me.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. But Chambliss is putting up big-time numbers. I think it's more a reflection of the Vegas thinks that the Lane Kiffin offense works no matter what. But I think that's also a reflection of the LSU offense not being near as good as people expected, which is sort of puzzling. They thought this was going to be a extremely high-powered offense with Nussmeier, a really nice receiving core, not really a true number one receiver, but a bunch of guys who can make plays. The running game was supposed to be more consistent. The offensive line, last year's was bad, even though it had 2 high picks in the draft. This year was supposed to, but this line's going to be fine. Well, I'm not sure the line is fine. The running game has not been consistent. Mr. Nussmeier has looked poor, and the receivers aren't making many big plays. But the LSU defense is for real. And Lane Kiffin, everybody talks about James Franklin and his problem in big games, and it's you have to bring it up because he's horrible in big games. Kiffin isn't exactly his teams don't exactly come up big in big games. So I think that plays into the idea that LSU can win this on the road. I think the LSU defense travels. I actually think LSU is going to win.
Bino, how about you? Were you on that? Because that game's a real coin flip.
Yeah, I think Ole Miss is going to win the game. I just don't think LSU can score.
Yeah,
enough to play with them, and I think they're
good. So
the word is that Nussmeier's playing hurt, guys. That's the word. He's got some kind of labrum issue, which is the reason he's not pushing the ball downfield. And I look at the league right now. And the Joes at quarterback are so outplaying the pros. Arch Manning's having a tough year. I don't care what they say about it. Well, he's kind of like you said. He threw against air last week. Okay, so he was pumping around, jumping around, pumping his fist. I want to see him play a real SEC football game before I proclaim him back. The Joes are the guy that played at Ferris State last year. Could walk out there and outplay a supposedly a first-round quarterback. That's where we are in 2025. That is where we are, Hughie. It's a crazy season.
Stockton's playing well. Joey Aguilar's playing well. Lagway's been brutal. Nussmeier's struggling. Arch Manning's been brutal. Norris Sellers has been hurt and not been all that great. Mateer was playing well until he got hurt.
Yes, he was.
That changes the trajectory of Oklahoma's season and may even impact Venable's tenure there. But it is the quarterbacks that were expected to light it up in the SEC certainly are not lighting up.
What do you think it is, Bino? I mean, it's just crazy.
I don't know. I think it's a combination of injury and guys that just aren't ready.
Do you think the NIL, like with the Manning guy, you think him carrying that name?
Oh, I think
the NIL pressure.
I think that's a tremendous burden.
I mean, he's got I feel so almost if he wasn't making so much money, you almost feel sorry for him because
I think that's a tremendous burden on him.
They're showing his ads while he's playing, and you're like, man, I just feel so bad for you because you stink. You know what I mean, Hughie? And that's got to be hard for him to carry that around. That's got to be hard.
Yeah, I think, again, he's a – I mean, yes, he has a famous name. He's got the famous uncle. He's got the famous grandfather. But it's one thing I think that the pressure's on me now. I have to perform. I'm 19 or 20. I'm not doing well. I think that has to eat at you. If you're 27, maybe it's a different situation. But I think Manning is pressing, and he's definitely not playing well. I think Lagway is hurt, plus he's got the worst coach in the league. Sellers is hurt and has absolutely zero supporting cast. Nussmeier is the one that is, Nussmeier put up big numbers last year. This is supposed to be a better offense, so maybe there are some injury concerns with him because he does not look anything like I expected him to look. So it is extremely interesting that basically the 4 quarterbacks expected to do the most in the SEC this season are gigantic disappointments thus far.
Hughie, the mover of the week, presented by our friends at Gufon Moving and Storage here live on the deck at Calhoun's on the River. What you got, my man? Who's the mover of the week?
Nebraska. Every year, Nebraska, we're back. Okay, last week they had a mediocre Michigan offense coming in. They're playing at home. They were hyping this as one of the biggest home games in a decade. Everything was there for Nebraska to sort of seize the mantle and put itself back in the discussion in the Big Ten. This is a Michigan team that struggled to run the ball on Oklahoma. They ran all over Nebraska. Michigan ran for 286 yards, averaged almost 9 yards a carry, and had 3 rushing touchdowns. And Nebraska got beat up along the line of scrimmage. And if you're Nebraska, that to me is the place that you have to be good. You have to be good on the lines of scrimmage, and then you go out and hope to get skill guys. Well, they got some interesting skill guys, but their lines were just overrun. And it's sort of, and I'll be honest, I'm watching that game last week, and I said to myself, is Nebraska ever going to be, quote unquote, back? And I'm not sure, because Oregon's a better program now. USC's a better program. Washington's a better program. Penn State, Michigan, and Ohio State are better programs. So you're talking you're right there, you're 7th. This year, Indiana's better than Nebraska. I'm not sure Illinois still isn't better than Nebraska. I'm starting to wonder if, the Nebraska of the 70s, 80s, and 90s is gone for good.
Hey, Bino, before we bid Hughie adieu, here's a question for you guys. When they go to 16 teams, right, that will bring a program like Nebraska theoretically back in play. In a 10-year period, how many times could a Nebraska fan expect to make the playoffs? And we have one of Bino's friends out here. It's a Nebraska fan that literally could pick Bino, throw him, probably hit the old UT hospital across the street. He could throw him that far. He could throw you across the channel, Bino. So I'm going to ask you this question.
I'd kill him.
Yeah, sure you would. You better get a good punch in on his nose, and you better have the ability to get away. But, Bino, in a 10-year stretch, I'm going to ask you and Hughie, how many times should a Nebraska fan in a 16-team playoff expect to make the playoffs?
Tony, I think the most surprising thing in my entire fandom is Nebraska's disappearance. I think I read somewhere where they have lost, I believe it said 29 straight games against ranked opponents. That can't be possible. I don't believe that's possible, but based on what I've seen, I'll say none.
Hughie, 10-year stretch.
I think expectations and reality are obviously different. I think Nebraska fans would expect 3 or 4 playoff appearances, but I think more likely is 1 or 2 max. Because I think it goes back to where are you in your conference hierarchy? You're counting on if every program is at its best. I really think Nebraska's like 7th, 8th, or 9th in the Big Ten. So that means that in a typical year, 4 or 5 teams in the Big Ten that should be better than you are not. And actually, I said 1 or 2 max. Maybe it's 1 because I think Rule's a really good coach. They appear to have nice NIL in place. One of their 2 ex-football players there run one of the better NIL companies out there. They were on the cutting edge. They started before NIL even truthfully became legal. They were planning for it before. I don't know what's going on in Nebraska. I was shocked at how they got beaten up last week. Again, Michigan can't throw the ball, and they ran for 286 yards and averaged 9 yards a carry. That's Louisiana Monroe type defensive numbers, and this is Nebraska we're talking about.
Hey, Hughie, on the way out, much love to you. Enjoy the college weekend. Any final thoughts for us here at Calhoun's on the River?
Yeah, I think there's 2 interesting games tonight. TCU, Arizona State. TCU looks to be back on the beam. Arizona State obviously had that loss to Mississippi State, which makes you sit up. Florida State, Virginia, how good is Florida State? I think we'll find out a little bit more tonight, and then obviously next week when they play Miami. But Virginia, finally, Tony Elliott's got an offense that's, they're putting up tons of points and tons of yards. And you compare that to his former employer at Clemson. I think Tony Elliott's probably laughing right now.
Hughie, thank you. You're my man. Much love to you. We come back on the other side. The incomparable Joe Kurt, who has the Lady Vols on top of the world right now in soccer. They're at home tonight. We're going to shine the light on them. I want to encourage you to get out there and see them. Let me tell you something. It is beautiful outside right now, and we're going to have a great time down here at Calhoun's on the River. Come out, eat some lunch, talk some sports with us, Steve Russell. We continue with more on the other side. And I want to thank Gufon Moving and Storage for presenting Hughie as we continue with more right after this.
Whether it's baseball, football, softball, church groups, or schools, if you're raising money, do it with locally roasted grade A grounds coffee. I'm Billy Miller, a Vol alum and Knoxville native. You keep 40% of sales, and we donate 5% back to our East Tennessee community. Get started today by visiting our website at gradeagrounds.com.
Score a TD every time with T3 Vodka. T3 is Tennessee's premium vodka, handcrafted with passion, precision, and a whole lot of pride. T3 Vodka is taking the Volunteer State by storm. T3 Vodka, handcrafted in the majesty of the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains, where quality isn't just a promise, it's a way of life. Filtered 10 times and 80 proof. T3 Vodka delivers a smoothness that's unmatched. This dedication to excellence has already earned T3 Vodka prestigious accolades. T3 is a 5-time gold medal winning vodka and the 2025 SIPS Consumer Choice Award medal winner. Whether you're sipping it neat or on the rocks or mixing up your favorite cocktail, T3 Vodka is your choice for a premium, award-winning experience. Score a T3 TD and ask for T3 Vodka by name at restaurants and wine and liquor stores today. Drink it neat, drink it right.